A touch too.
Yeah, man. You ever tried? I don't love you anymore.
5, 4, 3.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it.
All right, y'all. You know what time it is. Time to buckle up, buttercups, because it's time for another wild ride on the episode of Backroad Banter. I'm your host, Chris Dollar, and joining me is my good buddy and co-host of the show, Willie Leach.
Howdy ho.
And we do have a special guest tonight, Mr. Drew Haas.
How's it going, everybody?
All right.
All right, man.
Yes, and we do have a little announcement to make. Derek Richter won't be on the show anymore. He life got in the way, and he's been busy, so he had to step away for a little bit, and that's all right. No hard feelings.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all good, man.
He'll come back.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely
He'll
coming
make some
back.
appearances.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
He just didn't like me.
Dang.
Actually, he did give us a little message. Let me play it.
Oh, did he now?
Yes.
This is a surprise to me, too.
I don't love you anymore.
Really? That's awesome.
Really, Richter?
Yeah.
What a great intro, too. By the way, that's awesome.
Man. But anyways, let's get the show on the road, y'all. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right.
Shoot. Let's get right into it.
Yep. So usually we start off the show with like some warm-up questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think this time I'm gonna kind of change it up a little bit. I'm gonna do some quick fire questions.
Ooh.
Let me pull them up real quick. Or should I just...
Kill one, marry one.
Oh man. All right. First question would be tea or coffee?
Coffee for sure. Depending on what time of the day. If it's nighttime, my girlfriend offered me some of that nighttime sleepy tea. I'm gonna drink me some of that with some honey.
Hey,
I'm a coffee guy though.
coffee guy.
Yeah,
What
for
brand?
sure.
What brand?
I gotta say Black Rifle Coffee. I work with those guys pretty often, so
Sweet,
yeah.
dude.
So I like their coffee.
Love that coffee, man. That's like my
Yeah,
favorite.
They're fun to work with too, man.
Really?
Really fun. It's like, all right, this is the script. All right, fuck the script. That sounds
Oh,
like
dude,
we go just like for me, I'm nobody really to them, but like fortunate to work with them on commercials and shit sometimes, and we'll be filming and there will be a legit script, and somebody, or it could be me or anybody, will be like, what if we did that? And everybody like, that's funny as fuck. Let's do that. When I say they're fun to work with, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Awesome.
Shit, yeah, man. That's good. What about you, Willie?
Coffee. Yeah.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Have any sunny brand?
I mean, I drink Black Rifle at work all the time.
Nice.
Our boss,
This is not a sponsor. Not
our
sponsored.
boss blesses us with that all the time. And if I don't have that,
Folgers?
Folgers gets it done.
Yeah.
You know, you got a good brand in a company when people freely speak about your product. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right. My next question. If you could have any superpower for surviving the wilderness, what would it be?
not being there. I would say it would be in between the ability to not need food or be hungry, or the ability to be able to cut your emotions off of missing your family. Those two things probably hand in hand.
All right.
I know that's probably not the answer y'all were looking for, but those are the hardest
that's
things for me.
That's a great one.
answer, yeah.
Shoot, give me the Superman flight so I can just bounce back and forth wherever I need to go.
Yeah.
Tired of it. All right, I'll go back and visit.
That's cheating, really.
It'd be a jumper, just transportation. Like,
Yeah.
just,
He was kind of taking a page out of his book a little bit.
yeah, just not being there.
Don't leave me out to freeze, y'all.
Yeah.
To starve.
Oh, man. All right. Next one. What's one piece of gear you would never go into the wild without?
It's tough, man, because like fire is so important. But if you had to absolutely get it, I would say a fire starter, because you can cook with that. You can purify water with that.
Yeah.
It's tough to get around without a knife too,
Yeah.
or some kind of knife-like object. Makes it tough.
Yep. I agree.
I would say fire starter would be pretty high up there.
Yep. I agree on that.
Because if it's cold and you can't get a fire started, you're pretty fucked. Yeah. Are we allowed to cuss on this podcast?
Yeah,
okay, all
absolutely.
right. I'm working on it, but it's not.
Oh,
it's not there
good.
yet.
We're E for explicit.
Yeah, you should have listened to what episode? Episode 3 with our buddy Seth Unesco. He's a
Jesus.
former Marine.
Seth.
It was a good one.
He held nothing back.
No. Yeah. So, what do you got, Willie?
A weapon of some kind.
A weapon?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
change it up a little bit. Like he said, a knife, or a hatchet or something sharp, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's a must.
I think depending on where you are and the ability to fish too, just not based off of our show because we had a hell of a time catching anything out there, but it seemed to prove pretty, I guess not volatile, but for people like watching alone and stuff like that, fishing wise, the people that were able to catch fish do really well. We were not able to catch any fish. It was tough where we were at though, because we weren't allowed to fish unless we had a hand physically on the line.
Really?
Yeah, and we weren't allowed to set lines or anything like that. So you're either sitting there with holding, they also don't show. I killed a bunch of squirrels on the show with the recurve bow that we had. But I was using squirrel liver, guts, intestines, heart, and we ate the hearts. But everything else besides that, I was using 4 bait, not a nibble. Not a nibble. If I'd have thrown that into the bay in Texas, I'd have caught something. I'm catching a hammerhead, a hardhead. I mean, not a hammerhead, a hardhead, something. I was sitting there and just nothing, and then your treble hook would get stuck on a rock, and you'd have to wait for the tide to go out to go get your hook because you didn't want to lose your hook. So it just felt like a big waste of time when we could go flip a few rocks, or I could go shoot a squirrel, but the squirrels got smart after a while, or I killed them all.
Dang. Oh, man. What do you say, Willie? Oh, no, we already went with that one on you. All right. If you had to pick extreme heat or extreme cold?
Heat all day. Like without the slightest of you heard the answer, heat all day. All day.
Yeah.
They just got done filming season 3 of Outlast in Panama.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, and the bugs would suck. The bugs would suck so bad I'd still think I'd wear long sleeve shirts and pants in the heat and just deal with the bugs because, dude, it was miserable. The first 10 days they didn't give us sleeping bags, and all we had was these thin little wool blankets for 4 of us, including Drake's massive 6'7" ass. It wasn't enough. The 2 people on the end were just fighting for half of a cover on their titty over here. So we just and it's just everybody's chattering teeth. It was miserable. Miserable.
I bet. I'm the same way. I'd pick extreme heat.
It could be 105 outside. I'll take it over 32 degrees.
I mean, I'm going to be cussing and this and that. But,
right. And sweating your ass off. I mean, that's the way I look at it, either you're burning calories shivering or you're burning calories sweating. So I'd rather sweat.
I mean, we are from South Texas.
Right.
So,
right.
Right here. In this close
if they would have dropped us off on the bay somewhere like we were on the bay out there, did a completely different show. Completely, because we'd have weighed the same coming in and out of there because we'd have enough food. It's different.
Yeah.
Making some cornhole boards out there.
Yeah.
Oh man, we need to pass the time. We got enough food.
We got enough food. Chilling.
Oh, man.
It was unfortunately not like that.
All right, that's all the questions I got for that. So, Willie, you got anything?
Any questions for that? Nah.
Nothing.
What you got next?
All right. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get the intro. For anybody that doesn't know who Drew is, can you give us a little intro about you? Where you're from and your bit of background?
Yeah, my name is Drew Haas. I am from Hallettsville, Texas, right down the road. And even in the show, I asked Drake if he knew where Shiner was and pissed all my friends off in Hallettsville. Born and raised, I grew up on 30-acre little piece of place. My grandparents lived on one end. Me and my parents and my sisters lived on the other end. And grew up raising cattle and fishing and hunting, and that's all there is to do around here. So I said in the show, I was like, I didn't grow up rubbing sticks together, but I grew up hunting and fishing and building forts and all that stuff. So, I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business. I've ran a couple businesses. I have a zest for life and just doing things. And my motto is just not doing things I don't enjoy doing. So it's been really tough. I've struggled. I've been very broke most of my life, but it finally paid off. Yeah,
That's cool.
small town kid, big dreams.
Heck yeah. That's good, man. And,
Awesome.
That's the same way, small town, just trying to have big dreams. And this is what the podcast is about. I mean,
Dude, I love this. Like when you asked, I was hoping you were going to ask. I didn't want to be like, hey man, I'll come be on your podcast, but I saw what y'all were doing. I was like, it'd be cool to come kick it with you guys. So,
like I said, if we get big, that's awesome. If we don't,
nah, you can't talk like that. See, that's the you got to say when we get big.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's so many more people, especially like in Texas alone, that would love to just hear a podcast like this, dude. And there's a bunch of people that would love to come sit down and talk with you guys.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing while we were out there on our last. Like I was on Outlast, I was kind of the mental fortitude for the team, and like the and it got hard with the positivity stuff. But like, it's not if we win, it's when we win.
when we win.
Yeah, it's always talking like that, and like I'm preaching to the choir because sometimes I get down and I'm a human and I get down on myself and I'm negative. I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up. Don't
Get that bitch voice out of your head.
Get that bitch voice out of your head. Yeah, get that shit out of there. But it's it's tough sometimes. But it's good to have people around you to kind of remind you of stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I know you said that last podcast. I was just listening to one a while ago, kind of get a refresher. I did listen to it a while back, but you were talking about a lot about manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big into that, man.
And I agree. Like I said a while ago, I should have said the other way, but
Dude, and like and again, like I said, I was like, I'm preaching to the choir because just as fast as I am good about being about this stuff, sometimes I get in a headspace where I'm negative and I'm like, I'm not thinking that way, and I have to remind myself just as quick as I'll remind somebody else. But the power of the tongue is real, and it is so effective. And I just did a keynote speaking deal in May about how important it is.
Really?
To speak it and believe it as it is now, like you have it now. So
that's pretty cool.
But it's hard sometimes. Life's hard. I mean, we all have our own struggles. So yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we're not perfect. You're gonna have them days, man.
Far from it, brother. Far from it.
Yeah.
Oh man, well that's good. So what's some? Let me think. What's some fun stuff you did in Hallettsville? I know what we did.
Dude, I bet it's the same shit y'all did too. I mean, I was really fortunate for a couple of reasons. I was the baby, so my sisters, my parents were real hard. My parents had my oldest sister when they were 16 years old. My grandpa was a superintendent for 30 years in Hallettsville.
Oh wow! So
you can imagine my dad being in high school, superintendent's son. My mom getting pregnant at 16. They were super hard on my sister, and then my other sister was born 5 years later, so she got a little bit more of it, and then I came along. My parents were always cool, but like they let me kind of run rain. I rodeoed, so that was fun. My sisters didn't do that, but I would say we were really lucky. We had a deer lease that was 15 minutes from our house. That was like 280 acres, and dude, and like growing up in Hallettsville, 280 acres to me, I was just like, this place is awesome.
I got a ranch.
Got a ranch, dude. This is huge. And me, my great grandpa, my dad, my cousins. There was a house that was built in the 1800s out there, maybe early 1900s. There was an old black man that lived there, had no electricity, no water. He long since passed, but the house is kind of starting to fall apart. There's so many gophers here, and it's a bunch of sandy land in Vienna. That's where it was. Had built up and pushed through the floor, so a bunch of the floors are messed up. So we got, like, even as a kid, I was probably only like 10 or 12 when we got that place. We got under the house with shovels. We dug everything out. We re-leveled the house.
Wow.
Fixed the patch of stuff. We ran electricity. We plumbed everything. And I guess I said that guy didn't have water, but at some point in time, there was a water well dug out there. We put a new water pump in there, did all that stuff, and that was the camp. And the guy that owned it never came out there for 17 years. while we had it. It was ours, and it was on the the Navidad River too. So I grew up with the stories of the Man of the Navidad. I don't know if you ever heard about that growing up. Well, it's more of Wild Man of the Navidad. Yeah, it was always a story. Parents used to scare the shit out of us. But our place was 280 acres, and it was 2 miles long. It was super narrow. I feel like I could throw a rock across the place. So like I just lived out there, man. And then where I lived right outside of Hallettsville. I mean, the land that I just bought. Right across the road is just straight brush, and I used to hunt back there all the time too. But that's all we did, man. We partied, we drank beer, we shot shit, and we hunted. I'm not like that anymore. Like I won't just go out and just spotlight and just shoot shit for no reason. Like there was always, what's funny about growing up in a small town and is especially being with older people or the older crew, like. We always had a reason for killing shit. Oh, the coons are eating corn out of our feeders, and the possums have diseases, which is not true. And armadillos carry leprosy, which is true, but like we were just looking for a reason to shoot shit, honestly. Which is like I don't do that anymore because I got real soft-hearted. But that's all there is to do around here. I don't know about y'all, but we partied, we hunted and fished, and that's about it. Yeah.
You can see where I grew up right here.
Yeah, and Backroad.
There's been so many parties up on top of this hill where his house is, where the shop's at.
Another thing I was gonna mention is
many got in trouble.
My parents were cool as shit. So like, dude, like we always just had electrical fences around the house where we had our horses and our cows that went into the barbed wire pastures and stuff like that. But I'd take I'd pin the cows off where they couldn't come up to that pasture, and I'd take all the electrical fences and I would just lay them down. And dude, we would fill the pastures up full of. There'd be 200, 300 people at the house. And my dad shift worked at a plant, and I'd get a call on my old shitty cell phone and like, turn the fucking music down. And then I'd turn it down. Somebody would walk by and turn it up. Call me again. Turn the fucking music down. Do it again. This one night I had a huge party, and all of a sudden, my buddy Timmy. I'm sorry, I'm going way off left field here. But my buddy Timmy had a can of carburetor cleaner or something like that, and he was running around like. Whoosh, whoosh. And I was like, bro, quit. You're drunk. You're gonna blow yourself. Like we're gonna blow yourself up. Well, I'm not shitting you. 5 minutes later, after I got done telling him that. And my dad had been calling me, telling me to turn the music down. All I hear is, boom! And I'm immediately, and I'm like, Timmy! And I'm looking around.
You still got your fingers.
And I look across the driveway, and my dad's in his fucking whitey tighties with a shotgun, screaming at everybody, "Get the fuck out of here!" So they were cool, but they didn't put up no bullshit either. So yeah, shift work, man.
That reminds me of do you remember the gas can that turned into a soccer ball up there?
Yes, I think.
Yeah,
someone was.
Was it on fire?
Maybe I shouldn't throw names, but someone was pouring gas on the fire.
Oh,
of course, they held it too long and it caught the nozzle on fire. And then to put it out, they had the bright idea to kick it.
Oh,
so they literally started playing kick the can in my field, and then it's just running around putting out fires.
And there's stories that was like every weekend. Every weekend.
Yes.
And then different towns fighting each other and shit like that, and then making friends 2 weeks later and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Did y'all know the Pekar boys?
From
Hallettsville, Dustin Pekar, Tyler Pekar.
Yeah.
I grew up with them too. Dustin's still one of my really good friends.
Yeah. Well.
But Dustin dated my sister for like 12 years on and off. But they were wild. They were wild as shit. All of them were. It's a bunch of wild, and then everybody grows up and calms the fuck down.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Then we get kids, and they're like, all right, I got to watch him, make sure he doesn't do that, what I did.
I know. And then part of it, like, I'll see posts on Facebook sometimes, and people are like, oh, that was a good old days. I'm like, hey, there's nobody saying we can't run it back one time.
Yeah, right? We might hurt a little bit the next morning, but hey, we can do it.
Oh, I will be like, if I don't drink much at all anymore, but when I do, I'm the biggest pussy, dude. I'm hungover and I'm sad for like 4 days.
I think the last time I drank a lot is when we went to Green Hall and Pegasus on the Rooftops were playing.
Man.
Nice.
I was so drunk, I was yelling on top of my lungs, and they were playing loud already. I said, "Turn it up!" Every single song they were cranking it. By the end of the night, my ears were ringing. They were ringing for 3 days.
Oh, shit.
That was the employee. That was the employee.
The employee of the month. So when I was working up there with Clicker, Willie would come up there and help it every once in a while. And I told Claire, it'd be funny when we're going to the show. You need to get a little portrait or whatever, a picture of Willie, put on the bottom says Employee of the Month, and have him take pictures with each band member. And we accomplished it too.
Oh, did y'all really?
Every band member.
Every
No
band member.
shit. That is
Yeah.
awesome. That was it Green?
Schrader.
Schrader
Oh,
Hall.
Schrader.
Yeah.
Schrader Hall.
When Schrader was still rolling.
Oh,
And the band's like, we've never had this happen to us before, but this is freaking awesome,
Okay,
dude.
yeah, I didn't actually work
No.
up there.
Right.
And most of the stuff I worked on was my own shit.
Yeah,
I'll make that clear right now. I
I
didn't
took
really
a picture of
work
him. He
up
was
there.
turning the wrenches on his he was torquing something on his engine, and he had looked at me, and I guess he had like a smile. I can't remember what the picture was. I said, and I took that and made it as the Employee of the Month picture.
Oh my god.
And where did that end up?
the
The Employee of the Month picture.
oh,
I don't know. I don't know where it's at.
Did Clucker hang it up
Clucker
there? as a
still have
joke?
it?
Oh,
Shoot,
did
I
he?
don't know.
I
He
don't
might have.
Fucking A. So
Well,
how
that
do y'all
was-
know each other?
We went to the same school together.
Yeah, I went to high school together.
Oh,
He
okay,
graduated 06. I graduated 07.
In Shiner?
Yes,
in
sir.
Shiner.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shiner Comanche.
We had a pretty big crew, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I'd say our
People.
classes, the 06 class and 07 class were pretty tight, and a lot
Yeah,
of us are
for
still
sure.
are.
Yeah, dude, that's what's so great about growing up in a small town is like my girlfriend went to a school with like 1,000 people in her class.
Oh,
And she moved from one school to the other school in junior high, and like, or people that I meet in Austin, I'm like, I went to kindergarten with 60 something out of the 74 kids I graduated with, and I'm still damn good friends with a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm also blessed because out of those people, like my friends, even in the grades below me and above me, there's some killers, dude. There's some people that are wanting a bunch out of life, that they're doing their businesses or they're excelling in their work, and like, I feel blessed to have, because it's almost like having siblings, honestly. Like when you went to school with these people for so long, it's like,
absolutely.
dude, like, and you have 4 or 5 classes with them every year because that's the only choice there is. Especially in Shiner, I'm sure y'all had like what, 50 people in y'all's class?
32 for me.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
3 in mine.
right. So like, you're still good friends with those people, whether they move away, come back, whatever the hell it is. But I think we're just blessed to grow up in small town Texas, not just small town America.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a blessing. Like, I had the best, like, no, my childhood wasn't perfect, but dude, we had like, we're blessed, man. Honestly, like I had a fucking awesome childhood.
As we were talking about on a certain episode, like there was a creek here in Shiner. Everybody went there during the summertime.
Yeah.
And we had just everybody would jump in. I can't remember which creek.
It was Rocky Creek.
Rocky Creek,
yes.
Rocky Creek, dude.
Yes.
That's
Everyone would go
and
in
it's
that-
dry all the time now.
Yeah.
It
What you
pisses
talking
me
about?
off.
Back behind Morales Edition.
Yes.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up swimming in Rocky Creek, but on down County Road 1 in Hallettsville.
Oh, okay.
But it always had a flow, and now it's dry most of the time, which sucks. But my uncle that passed away, my godfather, would take us down there all the time, dude. And then when I was in high school, would go there all the time. And then the guy that I ended up roping with a bunch of times owned the piece of land right next to where we would go. So like Rocky Creek, deep.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Hallettsville had a Rocky Creek and Shiner had a Rocky Creek.
It might be the same creek. I could be wrong.
I believe it is.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
big creek.
Yeah, it runs-
It's
it
damn.
runs
I
all
mean,
the way
it's the same
across.
size as the Navidad. Damn near.
Where does it run around Hallettsville back that way? Kind of towards the south end there.
Yeah. It goes to the south end down County Road 1.
I think
I think it probably snakes over. I
Maybe-
guess the
maybe
south side
Rocky.
of Shiner and then crosses back
Yeah.
down that way.
Actually,
East,
if you
maybe.
came down 966 here, yeah,
From
you
Shiner.
drove over Rocky Creek.
Okay.
That bridge,
Yeah.
right? when you
Yeah,
turn by
it's
Bedecker
going
Plastics.
in the correct
Yeah.
direction over there. So I don't know.
Yeah, it runs around the edge of town and then heads
Yeah,
east.
man, and that's another thing. Growing up, when I say we fished a lot, it's like now the rivers and the creeks just seem like they're dry all the time, which sucks. I don't know what's
Yeah.
causing that, but dude, we used to just go cut yo-ponds and set one hook drop lines and catch the shit out of candle cats, yellow cats, blue cats, and it's tougher to do that now.
Yep.
I remember there's a couple deep pools back there at Rocky Creek.
Oh,
you're talking
yeah.
about. Just spin rod and
Yeah, and just tear them up.
so they're perch.
Yep,
just
perch jerking, whatever.
Flopping like sun perch,
Yep.
that big, or maybe some might have been as big as my hand, but yeah, dude, those were days.
Down at the Deerleys on the Navidad, we always had a deep swimming hole down there, and then when it would flood, dude, you could go toss a line out there, and before you could get it tied off, fish. Man, that was an awesome place. The guy that owned it was a lawyer in Hallettsville. He's kind of a dick. He's a real dick, honestly. After 17 years of having that place and doing all that stuff to the land, and we had dozer work done out there and everything like that, he was like, you know what? I'm not going to say any names, but he was like, you know what? My kids want to start hunting. Y'all should get off that place.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've been there one time since we got off in 2017, and I just now got on another deer lease as of 2 weeks ago in Lakey, Texas, which I'm stoked about. Wasn't stoked about paying for it, but it was a lot cooler when it was free when I was growing up.
Right?
When my grandpa was paying for it.
Deer leases are tough to find.
Dude, I got on a 800-acre deer lease. We're gonna have to do a little bit of work to the camp house there, but it was built in like the 60s, and it's built out of rock.
Oh, nice.
The walls are 3 foot thick, and it is, dude. It is. The reason that I got on it is I'm hoping to be on it for the next 10 to 20 years, and I'm hoping to bring my kids out there so they can have the same experience I had growing up.
Yeah.
It's the type of vibe where like the owners are going to let us bring friends, family out there.
Oh, sweet.
And it's going to be a camp house vibe, and we got to finish some stuff out just like we did at the other place.
Yeah.
But it's 800 acres, and we're paying $3,000 a gun for 4 people.
That ain't bad.
Per year. And I was like, that ain't bad. For 800 acres, it's ate up with cedar right now, but they got some guys clearing it right now, and they were like, y'all either get on it now or we're going to charge $5,000 a gun next year. And I was like, ooh. And we ran into, we were just floating to Frio, and my brother-in-law helped the guy with his tent, and he's like, got to talk to me. He's like, hey, y'all are pretty cool. If y'all want to come shoot some pigs next time y'all down here, let me know. Talking. He was like, well, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't really know y'all that well, but we're looking for some hunters out at our ranch. I was like, what's your number, dude?
Right.
Because it's hard to find a deer lease.
It is.
Dude,
It's
so hard.
so tough.
Yep.
So, especially for 4 hunters, man.
For 400, and the biggest thing, like I've found multiple deer leases. They're like, you can't bring your family out here. Like, this is for you to hunt. Bring a camper out here. There's no hookups. You can have campers, or like. And I got on another deer lease. It was like $1,000 a year, but it was so many rules, and they were like, you can and you can't do this, and like the guys that were out there were all from somewhere, and like they were kind of weird, and I was like, this fucking sucks.
From the big city.
Yeah, like I'm not worried about shooting a monster deer.
Yeah.
I just want to go out there and enjoy. Like, bring my nephews out there, bring my parents out there, like hang out.
Oh.
He has something to say. So, like, for them to be like, yeah, you can bring friends out here. You got it 24/7, any time of the year. Like, we want y'all to have this like it's y'all's. I was like, dude, this is what I've been looking for.
Yeah.
So, super blessed to have that.
That's good. Need another beer?
I think I will get another beer. One more Shiner Bock.
Shoot. I was like, if you want to keep talking, I can grab it for you.
Heck yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Shoot, I didn't throw in like well, today is September 11th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do that at the end of the show.
Okay. We'll do that.
Throw that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because there's some stuff we can say at the end of the show.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, this part, I can clip it all out. If you don't want to wear headphones, man, you ain't got to.
Oh, we can just do it at the end.
Headphones, honestly. The headphones are
Oh. Don't worry. A engineer couldn't figure it out either. If that makes you any better.
Oh, Caleb?
Yeah.
The reason why it's not flipping is it pulls down. Oh, I bet it flips. Here we go.
Yeah, it
Got
flips.
The whole thing flips.
Yep.
There we
Like
go.
Oh, yeah.
I had to watch you do it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, mine aren't exactly
Yeah,
like
there you go.
Mine aren't exactly like that either.
Yeah.
Mine
That's
are
how
like
mine,
this.
mine,
Yeah.
no, mine do the same thing as that. They flip
Oh,
around and all
okay.
that. Yeah. But yeah.
Brought to you by Downshift Garage.
Yep.
Yeah. Clicker.
Shout
You need
out.
to bring your ass on here, too. We're still waiting.
Oh, yeah. We're waiting on that one.
Dude, it was so cool. He was like, he did my alignment, and what else did I have him do? Like, and then he put all my new tires on that I got from Amazon. He's like, I ain't never heard of no hangover tires. I was like, me neither, but they were only $900 for 4 of them.
Yep.
Hangover tire.
Hey, dude, I'll take it over $1,600 any
Dude,
day.
I know.
Hey, you got a nice tire machine up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, he does.
I use it
he
myself.
he goes, this is the total XYZ, but he was like, I'll knock $200 off you for some of that native nomadic. I was like, you got a deal, dude. You got a deal. So that was real. That's what's cool
Oh,
about
so
local businesses.
Chris
So.
has some of this.
Yes, he does. He has quite a bit. I think I gave him like 3 or 4 of them.
That's some good stuff.
I'll give one.
Yeah, we're rebranding right now. It's gonna be. We're gonna start marketing to guys like us. Like, try to make it manly for men to have like just a nighttime moisturizer, something to throw on your face, a one-step deal.
Oh,
Something for out in the woods for your hands, and when the wintertime comes around, like a lip balm.
Yeah.
We're gonna do like the lip balm. Start doing it in like a little Altoids can that just slides open, but it's gonna be like this.
sweet.
But it's gonna be the brand's gonna be called from Native Nomadic. It's gonna be called Bull Bee, and the slogan's gonna be
okay.
Be a Bull, Bull Bee. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering. I saw that on your Instagram. I'm like, is he changing his whole lineup?
I'm changing the whole the ingredients and everything are gonna stay the same. Obviously, like my big thing is like I want to come out with the absolute best product that I have.
Dude,
So
yeah, don't change anything about this because I love it.
You
It
love it?
works.
Yeah. Good.
The sunblock works. When we went to the track, we went to the Lone Star Le Mans in Austin, and took my son. You know, he's 3 years old, and it was blazing hot out there. So I grabbed some of that, put it on his face, put it on his ears, put some on his arms, and never got sunburned.
and dude, and you're not gonna sweat. You're not gonna get in water, and it's not gonna burn your eyes. It's
Yes.
not bad for you. It doesn't have chemicals in it. It's reef safe. Like it's the shit that people have been using for the shit that people have been using for thousands of years for medical reasons or whatever it is, or holistically. This sounds like some hippie shit, but the Rockefellers burned all of those books.
I'll believe it.
And when they
believe
figured
it.
out they could make medicine with petroleum,
Yeah.
that's what they did. So like, it's all about like our mascot's gonna be a caveman riding a freaking bull bee into war. Like it's just like it's gonna be like Liquid Death's marketing or Squatch.
Yeah.
We're gonna make fun of all the companies that have all these bullshit chemicals in them, and it's gonna get back to we're gonna make it to where it's a manly fucking thing
Hell yeah.
to use products that are made in the United States by local farmers and ranchers.
Shit, yeah.
And like we're gonna have fucking fun with it. I'm so passionate and I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to get the rebrand going and really get people on board, because we're gonna, like, I'm trying to find, like, I'm being a pain in the ass right now, and I'm being a pain in the ass myself because I'm even trying to find like the stickers, the labeling, and the jars. I want them made in the United States. So that way, not just only the product is made here,
Everything.
we're supporting other people's jobs in the United States that are making the actual containers that this shit's coming in.
Okay.
So, but yeah, man, I want to bring back American like made products that kick ass.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna say.
I'm all for that.
Yeah,
here,
I'm fired up about it, dude. I know skincare for men doesn't sound like the most manliest thing, but we're gonna make it fucking manly and
Hell
like,
yeah, I'm good.
dude, I'm excited about it. It's gonna be fun.
The older I get, the more like that becomes super.
Well, dude, and
Yeah.
then what's crazy is not only as a moisturizer, and it's like when I started using tallow-based sunblock when I had the boat rental company, my skin cleared up. I used to have bad skin. I'll show y'all some pictures later, but I was like, holy shit, this stuff is awesome. And then I had the show coming out. I was like, man, that'd be really cool to have my own brand of this stuff. Well, then I spent the next 6 months and then 4 months plus the show making it. But
you answered my question there. Like, what made you?
Yeah.
What made you?
yes,
use
that's it.
tallow?
I
What made
literally,
you go
everybody
with
was like,
tallow,
you
man?
should find some place in China to make knives for you and sell knives after the show comes out. And I'm like,
Nah. Everybody does that.
nobody does that. I don't want no Chinese bullshit. I want to make my own damn product.
Hell
Damn
yeah.
Bear Grylls
And I want,
knives at the freaking Walmart
I
and
want
shit.
something that I already know that works, that I believe in. Like when I tell you, like I stopped washing my face with everything and just was using the sunblock, which has the non-nano zinc and stuff in it. Not even my brand. It was called Van Man that got me on it. Also a great brand. I'm not saying you have to buy mine, but tallow-based products.
But by his.
But buy mine. Cleared my
Absolutely.
face up,
Buy
dude,
it.
and I was like, this is pretty freaking cool. And everybody's skin's different, but like, I started making it, and then I started giving it to some of my friends that had skin conditions like eczema or psoriasis and stuff like that. And the next morning was getting messages like, what the fuck is this?
You got some witchcraft. in there?
They like sent me a picture. Like the first time it happened with my friend Nee. She came over with her boyfriend Justin, and she gets eczema on her neck right here, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I've got a flare up of eczema right now." Didn't even know that I was doing it. I was like, "Put this on it." I didn't even give her any. I just gave her some that I had at my house at one of my first batches in a mason jar. I put it on my finger. I put it on her finger. I was like, "Rub it on your neck, and then let me know how it is tomorrow." She sent me a picture, and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" She's like, "This is working better than my steroid cream." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool as shit."
Yeah.
I was like, "Send me a picture," and she sent me pictures, and I sent her a whole bunch of it, and since then, people with babies and eczema, I mean not eczema, but psoriasis in their head,
Yeah.
worked really well for. So
I know my stepdaughter. She's 11, and she had something pop up on her cheek right here. We don't know what it was, and so Katie, my wife, she started putting the whip tallow on there.
Yep.
And dude, like within 2 days, gone. It was
awesome.
gone.
I need to get better, and again, this is a growth moment. I need to get better behind the science of why it works so well. And I always want to make the product better too. But all I know is that we use the most local and the most organic ingredients. Like even our beef fat comes from grass-fed and finished cattle, so they've never had any grain that had any
Chemicals
hormones
in
that are
it,
in it, chemicals in it. The beeswax that we get are from friends of mine that have a company called Keeper's Harvest. And a lot of time when you buy honey that says local honey, it could have 1% of local honey in it, and they got shit from Mexico, all over the place. Their shit is all from here in Texas, and they even have incentives for people in Texas to let them put bees on their property to get the tax write-offs.
Yeah.
And then they go so as far as to doing a lot of things in, I don't know the terms, but in a natural way with the bees. And like those two I was super excited about. And then the olive oil that we use in there and the balm comes from the #1 award-winning cold press olive oil orchard in Texas too.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
know we had one here.
Yeah, it's in the hill country. It's outside of Austin. I drive there. I'm gonna start getting them to deliver it, but like I drive there and personally get them to like hand it to me while I'm there. Like, so I was a little anal when it came to the ingredients of things like that, but we're gonna continue. I'm gonna do research. I've got a guy that's a chemist out of College Station, and he's gonna be helping me formulate some of the new products too. So like, I'm all about quality.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Keep what you're doing, man. That's
Going
stuff
all
works.
out.
Yeah.
Yep. When I heard about it, I was like, man, I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm gonna see what it is. Try something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna get some from him right before I went to Greece because I was gonna use that as a sunblock.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I didn't quite get to grab any from him. I wish I did.
That's okay. I'll get you some soon.
I'd have been taking pictures, been like, look, Drew.
Yeah. Dude, I swear.
Your product's in Greece, man.
This rebrand that I'm doing feels like I'm restarting the business, but I think it's going to be for the best, and I'm super excited about it. When I came up with Native Nomadic, I was just shooting shit around with my sister and like looking for something for a name just to get rolling. And then it came back like it's kind of a mouthful, and then people were like, some people would come back and like they couldn't pronounce it correctly and stuff. I was like, this isn't going to work. And then I was like, and like, who's my audience right now? And I'm like, well, it's really broad, and I need to get it more in front of me. And I'm like, I'm a guy, like, let's get it to, let's like, I want to start going towards men with this really hard, because then the women are going to end up buying this for their husbands. And like, if you can make it a cool thing for you to splash water in your face when you're in the shower, then get out, stick your finger in a tub of metal and get some beef fat and put it on your face, and it works great. Fuck yeah, brother. That's the goal with it. So yeah, be a bee.
Yeah, I know my wife uses it a lot. She loves it.
And that's the thing. I want it to end up being like, I want to like joke to like, we market hard towards men. And then, like, at the end, whisper in there, like, it's also great for women, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like women still use dude wipes. Yeah. You know what I mean? You ever use dude wipes?
It's been a while since I've used them.
But you've heard of dude wipes, right?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That's what we're hoping to go with it, man.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah, you answered a bunch of the questions that I was going to ask you.
Oh,
that's perfect.
Good.
It felt good. We had a flow into it.
Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, I didn't have to ask.
Well, dude, all the time with y'all have done a great job, by the way. Like usually when I start a podcast with somebody, the first like 5 to 10 minutes is just like, where do you go with this? So
yeah,
I was gonna ask you that question. I guess starting this show, I think the hardest thing for us to do is come up with a name. We're like, what do we call it? What do we call it?
Yeah, I think y'all nailed it. I think Backroads Banners, dude. Yeah. Like y'all have fucking. Do y'all use ChatGPT to make anything for y'all? Do y'all ever?
I use it all the time, dude.
Not the name, but not the name.
Dude, it is a lifesaver.
It's a lifesaver. It's like having like 10 employees or 1,000 employees.
And I just use it like not just for the show, but for daily life, or like just if I'm laying there and I can't sleep, I got a question in my head. I'm like, okay, I got the answer now. Yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah,
a lot of my later episodes on my YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel?
Okay, my YouTube channel is mostly about travels. I mean, just traveling. Me and my wife. I
didn't know that about you. That's cool as shit.
A lot of it's from camping. We camp at state parks a lot here in Texas. You see the camper out there. Yeah. That's what we use that for.
Have you been? So you've been to Big Bend, Marfa out there?
Oh yeah, we go to Big Bend once a year at least.
Dude, I went there for the first time and I'm so sad that I haven't been there again yet. I'm actually gonna go help my friend Coy Leach, who lives in Yoakum. Same last name.
Yeah.
We're gonna go build some shit out there for some people, and we're gonna go dick around while we're out there. But I went out there and I was like, holy shit! Why the fuck haven't I been out here yet?
shit,
This is badass.
Hell yeah.
My girlfriend was crying, but I was having a great time, dude. I was having a great time.
Oh, my wife loves it too. We actually purchased 10 acres out there.
Did y'all really?
Yeah,
Dude,
just north of Terralingo a little ways.
Yes,
Haven't put anything on
Terralingo.
it, but yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You
It's
gotta just
there.
stick
Close
a
to-
camper out there and bring some fucking a generator and roll.
Yeah, hoping to buy maybe a little more later on.
What was
It's a
it
little
per,
more
per
isolated,
acre?
but
What was it, if you don't mind me asking?
For the land I bought, it was $1,200.
$1,200 per acre?
You can still find it cheaper than that.
What?
Yeah.
Are you
got
serious?
You got a pretty good deal. You were next to like a.
Yeah, well, the reason that property at the time was probably $1,200 was because there is like a power easement running through, which power is not always a guarantee out there. Of course, you
Wait,
can go
so
off-grid.
wait, it was $1,200, so that's more, right? Not less. It was more
than
because
what-
of the power.
Probably what the norm at the time was.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
power would cost you an arm and a leg to
Yeah.
get it out there.
Yes. So
Dude.
we had a line running across the edge
Sorry,
of it.
shit.
So yeah, we had
Buy an
easy way.
Airstream, make it Airbnb,
Dude.
and pay that place off in a year.
The Airbnb business has gone nuts out there.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's because you can literally, it's like flipping off a switch to the world, and then you're like,
Yeah.
Dark.
the stars
couple-
are crazy.
Yes. The couple that invited us to Greece
Yeah.
live in Terralingo. Yeah. Some
No shit,
friends
dude.
we made out
Terralingo
there.
was a
Yeah.
cool town. The old cemetery out there, the old dude. If you built some teepees out there
Yeah, they're out
or
there.
at Airstream, so don't let me forget. Before when we get done, let me introduce you to my buddy Lex. He was a producer on a freaking show I did with after Tiger King came out. We lived with one of the guys from Tiger King, but he went away from directing and now is doing Airbnbs in Arizona, like in the bumfuck nowhere.
Wow.
Oh, I bet that's
Just like
awesome.
it would be out there, and he's
Yeah.
crushing it, dude. Crushing it.
It's funny because a lot of people from the city want to get away. They just want to disconnect. A
Yeah.
lot of people want to do that.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I did not know it was that cheap out there. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's maybe a little more now. You're probably going to be more in the 1,500 to 2,000 range.
but still, dude. Like I bought my place in Hallettsville, and I was very fortunate. I got 26 acres for $200,000
Damn.
because my dad felt guilty about selling my grandparents' house and both of our houses, and basically we didn't have a home anymore to come home to. But the 26 acres is about to get sold, and I won the show. They had it. The surveyors and everything come out there like ready to sell it, and then my dad came up to me. He was like, "I'll tell you what. If you buy your aunt's half out, I'll deed you my half." So I got the 26, but that property would have cost me $500,000
Oh, no.
just for their and I got a loan for it, and I thank God I had obviously the money from the show as hey, I have money to pay for my payments basically, and then I had the other half of the equity, but
that's crazy.
but dude, what is that? I don't even know what that comes out to for per acre. It's a lot though.
That's funny you say that. You won the money and your family place is about to be sold. You being on that show maybe was God's
Yeah.
Oh,
way, dude.
dude.
Like,
No
I'm
joke.
all right, I'm going to test him. If he does this and pulls it through, I'm going to reward him. Just not the $500,000, but he's going to save his family's land.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's awesome,
I'll get really emotional talking about it because
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's
man, I grew up on that piece of land.
Yeah,
like that was that
memories.
it is ingrained in me. And not only did I grow up there, I grew up with my grandparents on that piece of land, dude. So I was at their house every day. Like
yeah.
I learned how to hunt on that piece of land. I mean, it's not big, but as a kid, that place is massive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you got a BB gun and you're barefooted with a machete running
hell
around.
yeah.
Damn.
Dude,
You think you're Rambo, man?
I'm like I had the best childhood there, and
Dude.
the parties and the hunting and the fishing and then the raising pigs and the rodeo and the cattle and just walking to my grandparents' house, riding my bike over there, riding the Fuller back and forth.
Oh,
My cousin
Yep.
lived a quarter mile down the road, not even. And with the they raised exotics and stuff like that, and that's a whole different story in itself. But and then my parents got a divorce when I was 19, and they sold the house that I pretty much grew up in.
Yeah.
That hurt. Like I squatted in that place until the day before we had to get out of there. There was no furniture in the house.
Oh, shit.
Nothing but my room looked exactly like it did. Like I refused to fucking leave. Like it was
Yeah.
bad. But we still had the place right next to it, probably 100 yards to the other side. My parents got pregnant, like I said, at 16 with my sister. My grandpa and my great grandpa tore down the house that my grandpa was raised in. But not his dad. His dad died in World War II, blah, blah, blah. But they tore down the house that he was raised in Moulton, which we still own that land out there. And they used that lumber to build my parents a house on that piece of land. He gave my dad 3 acres. When I was 3, so they had been living in there for 13, however many years. My dad had a good job at the plant. He worked at Duke Energy. It's now DCP Midstream, or whatever it's called out there towards Sheridan.
Yeah.
So they built the house that I grew up in. So they sold the first house. Then we had that house out there, and then my dad decided to sell that house after I begged him. I was like, please let me own or finance it from you. I'll put some renters in there. I promise I'll make my payment every month. And my dad does a bunch of irrational shit. And he sold it, and he regrets it badly now. But I mean, to the point where I was crying on, like, damn near on my knees, please don't sell this.
Yeah.
This is the please don't sell it. So that got sold, and then my grandparents passed away in 2018 together. That's a whole fucked up story in itself. And then we had that for a couple of years, and my aunt and my dad sold that place. So all we have is land back here, and like every time it feels like a piece of my heart is just getting ripped out, dude, ripped out. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, this sucks. And then they talked about selling the land, and they were like, we promise we'll never sell this house. We promise we'll never sell this house. And we promise we never sell the land. And it just kept happening. And then all of a sudden the surveys are out there. And I'm like, here we go. This is it, man. I'm not going to have a house. Or I'm not going to have a home, nothing anymore. And I won the show. I got paid last year, a year after the show, pretty much, or 10 months, whatever it was. We didn't get paid real money until
that little
10
sack
months.
of money wasn't real.
Right. I should have brought it. I fucked up. I have our hatchet. I have the hatchet. I have the fake money, the bag. I have our maps, our compasses. I have all that shit. Too worried about bringing y'all fucking tallow.
It's all good.
I was actually wondering. I'm like, did they really give them a bag of freaking?
No, they didn't. Sorry, Netflix. Don't be mad at me. Oh, fuck y'all. My contract's up today, actually.
Oh, no shit.
It is up today.
Nice.
Reveal all, baby.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Not fucking not fuck you, Netflix. I hope y'all have us back for another season. But that all happened, and then I got the opportunity to basically buy the place, and I was in Florida last year. I was doing insurance adjusting when I closed on the place. So I was in Florida when we closed, and then I drove back to Texas, and before I drove to Hallettsville, to Austin, I drove straight to the place out there.
Yeah.
And I was by myself, and I drove into the pasture, and I put on Cody Johnson, Dirt Cheap.
Yeah.
And my buddy Josh wrote that song.
Really?
Yeah, Josh Phillips, dude, amazing songwriter. If you just look up some of the accomplishments and some of the songs he's written, it's insane. But it was the #1 country song last year. And dude, I cried for because I pulled in the pasture, and I sat in the pasture, I started looking around and playing that song, and I just memories of all the stuff that I did, all the memories of my grandparents, my parents, my sisters, my cousins, my friends. That place was the place in Hallettsville for anybody my age or my sister's age, that's where people went to go hang out. This is a safe place. This is where everybody gets to hang out. So not only all the other stuff, but that, and then all these memories start flashing up, dude. I cried so hard for 20 minutes just driving around there, and I was just so grateful for the show, for the money, for being able to having that opportunity, because it was this close to being sold, dude. And it was just, and I still get I wake up in the morning sometime, and I'm living out of my sister's camper right now. I was living with a generator, fucking digging a hole, shitting in a hole in the barn for months out there, dude. I just while I was in Thailand and shit traveling, we had my dad paid for the water well because he wanted a water well out there, and I was like, I'm not paying for one right now. I don't give a shit. I'll keep fucking doing what I'm doing. Right. I'm not paying 10 grand. He's like, I'll pay for it. You pay me back. But I had the power in it because the power was almost 10 grand alone to run out there.
Damn. wow.
I know I won this money and shit, but like,
Jesus.
I'm not trying to be stupid with this shit, but like,
Oh, yeah,
and
I
I'm
hear
very
ya.
grateful that he did that. And then septic and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that ain't
Oh,
cheap
yeah.
either.
It's crazy. So I was like, I'll keep shitting in a hole out here. I don't give a shit. I just did it. I did it for out in the
Free
woods.
fertilizer.
Right. But like, I wake up in the morning now and I step out that camper and I'm in this big old pole barn. I got my shit everywhere. My barn looks like your barn, dude. Like just shit. And I got my projects everywhere. But like, I step out and I'm
Kinda
almost
I can hear
I almost cry sometimes because I'm just so grateful
That's all.
to have that place, man. My nephews come out there. I can raise my kids out there. Well, my kids will be raised back and forth. That's the thing is I want my kids to have the opportunities that you have in the city, but also to grow up in the country to where you're like, because you can always go from the country and live in the city, but you can't always go in the city and then move to the country. It ain't as easy to transition.
No.
And you just learn shit in the country that you
Yes, you do.
Yeah, better not fuck with that. That thing over there does not look good. That snake,
Yeah, here's a good one. My wife grew up in Katy.
yeah. That's city as it
And
gets.
she was living in New Braunfels when we started dating. Well, she comes in there the other night. This was just last week, and she's all, babe, I think there's a rattlesnake out there. And dude, there was. I mean, there really was.
Oh, there was one. Yeah.
I was out there and I could hear that rattle going, and she's like, I don't know where it is, and it was, dude, I could tell it was way over by that double wide back there, like other end of it. And she was so scared, like she didn't even want to walk out there. And I walked out there, dude, in Crocs and Crocs and literally in my skivvies, dude, in my underwear, and I'm walking out there with a flashlight. She said, "That's all you're gonna wear."
Dude, I was hoping she would Snapchat
Put
that.
on your
I saw
armor.
that. Yeah.
And I'm walking out there and like the cat. Cats, dude, cats can see snakes. It's crazy. So the cat's out there and like he's just eyeballing, dude, and because I couldn't find it because she put the dog inside, and I'm kind of glad she did that. And then like the cat, all of a sudden he's just staring at this one spot because I couldn't find the snake. It was all the way up, kind of. There's one little patch of grass.
So the cat saw it before you did.
The cat did, and like I saw him just easing over towards it, and I'm like, it's got to be right there. And then when he got about literally from me to that beer,
Oh shit.
it rattled a little bit, and that cat would stop. It would stop rattling. He'd ease a little closer.
Rattle some more.
I kid you not. Like,
I mean, they're pretty docile too. They don't want to bite you. They want to let you know, like, hey, dude, I'm here. Don't fuck with me.
That cat was from like my face to that mic from that rattlesnake.
Wow. And do you know a cat's reflexes are faster than a snake's reflexes?
Oh yeah,
it's
crazy.
But he didn't kill it. He walked off. I was like, dude, really?
Come on.
I ain't jacking with you today.
So I bought my wife a 380. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, can you go grab that? Like I'm just gonna pop it,
Yeah.
And it took her a bit to go get it. It was funny, but yes, like that's exactly what I was getting at with the story. So I took care of the snake, and she didn't even want to walk across the
Chilling
yard.
right over here.
It took her a bit just to walk to the yard to where I was to hand. I'm like, there's nothing between me and.
Don't worry. Hey, you say there's nothing. Like I was at my cousin's house the other day, and we were sitting on the front porch with my buddy Drew Shimek, and then we were at my cousin Trey's, and my cousin's son dropped a little one of those little garden lights off the porch. It landed in the grass, so Drew walks around and goes to pick it up. Drew hates snakes. He reaches down, and his hand is about this far off the ground, and he goes, "Oh!" And that light was on top of a copperhead. It just started raining, and those copperheads, and the copperheads came out from under the porch, and we were like, "Oh shit!" He almost grabbed that light. So, I'm usually more of like if it's around my place, I'll catch it and I'll move it. I love snakes. I catch them just for the adrenaline rush, like the poisonous ones too. But
Now I know who I need to.
yeah, I love it. Like rattlesnakes, copperheads. I don't give a shit. I'll catch all of them. But they've got a 2-year-old and a less than a 1-year-old running around. So like they just kill them.
Right, I understood.
So we kill the one copperhead, and while we're killing the first copperhead, right a foot from it is another copperhead, and I'm like, okay, snakes are usually in pairs. We'll like that's probably the last two of them. Dan's like, I've already killed 6 of them this month, right here by the stairs, right there by the steps of their house. Kill that copperhead. While we're killing that one, we look under the steps right there. There's a third copperhead. I mean, this is all within 3 feet of each other, and a bunch of carpet grass kind of on the side of the house. Kill that one. So we've got them all on a shovel. I take a picture. My dog's looking at him. My buddy Drew walks off probably 20 yards from there, and he's walking, and he goes, "What the I was like, what? He goes, there's another copperhead. So there was 4
Jeez,
copperheads
dude.
within a 5-minute, 10-minute span,
God.
all
That's
right
wild,
there.
dude.
Crazy. Never experienced
I don't think
that.
I've seen more than probably 2 or 3 my whole life.
That's what I'm
out
saying.
here,
And I've
dude.
got a
Like,
friend, Kyle
oh,
Flowers. He'll go to people's places that have a problem with them or whatever, and he'll go catch them, kill them, whatever. I think he told me that, and I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive he said that he caught or killed 26 copperheads under one live oak one night.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ugh.
How have we never been bit? That's my question.
Yeah, I know.
How,
Dude.
I have been barefooted my entire life growing
Yes.
up was barefooted running around at dark.
Yep.
Never been bit by a snake.
Exactly. Same
You know,
here.
like I never even seen a rattlesnake out here until I was
Not a whole lot of them out
in
here.
my
No.
You go an hour south or an hour
Yeah,
southeast,
they're
southwest of here,
mid-
they're
20s.
everywhere though.
I've seen more over the last 10 years than I ever saw in my life.
Yeah,
Like, but up until like my mid 20s, I never even saw one. I used to run around
everywhere.
barefooted.
The only thing I
all through
see
the
is,
yard at night, no flashlight,
Like
through the field.
rat snakes. That's about it.
Bunch of rat
Yeah.
snakes,
Yeah, that's
water
about-
moccasins,
yeah.
and tanks every
Yeah.
now and
Always
then.
had rat snakes out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Sure.
big old chicken snakes.
Yeah.
I got a picture like Morton's Drive-In. It used to be called Hallettsville. Like there was a game wall on there. Me and my buddy Jesse Massey killed like a 6-foot chicken snake when we were like probably 10 years old. We froze it so we could ride our bikes to the gas station the next day and take a picture to put it on the game wall. And I got an old Polaroid picture of us holding this big ass chicken snake up. Just so we could go there.
That's awesome,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another thing, you just don't get that growing up in the city.
no, you don't.
No.
No. And I had to look, I got to do that. I grew up in Shiner. Well, I was born in Houston. We moved to Shiner when I think I was like 3. My family is
Yeah.
from here. And basically went from pre-K all the way to half my 4th grade year. We moved to Houston or Spring, Texas, 4th, 5th grade year. Then we came back to Shiner, and I've been here ever since.
Yeah.
Well,
You got a little mix of both.
yeah,
then.
well, after I graduated Shiner, not even a week later, I was like, back up to Houston. I
Yeah.
wanted to live that life because I knew there was more job opportunities,
Yep,
more
absolutely.
learning experience. I was like, I gotta go do that.
Same reason I moved to Austin.
Yep. And I finally came back in 2016. Never left. So
It's great, man. I have found that being back here, I enjoy. Like I said, I wake up in the morning and like, dude, I love to piddle. I'm a freaking country bumpkin redneck at heart. I really am. But like, I can fit in with any crowd.
yeah.
Dude. The way I'm dressed right now, I can dress completely opposite of this. I can go to 6th Street and fit in with everybody. Like, but I enjoy being here so much. Like, and waking up in the morning and shooting my bow,
Yeah.
and working on my tractors and my trucks, and like, and seeing my chickens. Like, I just fucking love it. Like when I lived in Austin, my backyard looked like I was in Hallettsville. Like I had as much as I could. I had everything that I could, but like I just am so happy being here.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, what I don't get here as much as I do in Austin is like there's so much growth and opportunity in the networking that's in Austin. I don't think there's a better city on earth right now to
yeah.
network than Austin. Like my connections there are so amazing and such amazing people, and like the businesses that the people that are starting businesses there, and that feedback that I get from other young entrepreneurs and stuff like that. I'm like secluded in Hallettsville because I stay on my place, and I talk to my close friends and I love them to death,
Yeah.
but we don't talk about things like that.
It's funny you say that. So when I was living in Houston from 2008 to 2016, I made a lot of friends that were really relevant to what I have here, what I
Yeah.
had here. But there was a different energy in there. Like I was big into working out. Like I was working out twice a day.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, working out. And I had just this mentality like, I'm going to prove everybody I can do something. I can do this.
Yeah.
So I worked out early in the morning. I'd work from whatever it was, 6 to 3 or something like that. Go home, eat a little bit, take a little nap, go back into the gym, work out again. And man, I got so big so quick, and I was just like driven. But it was by the energy, by the friends that I had there that were pushing me. I had this one guy, Henry, and I hope he listens. I thank you for pushing me so hard on working out and everything. He would tell me, "You work out this morning?" Like, no. He says, "You lazy bum." And
It's good to
that's all
have
I was
that,
like,
man.
God damn it, I hate when he does that to me.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I was down here for so long and like by myself in that camper on my piece of land and working, and then like doing this rebrand, my Instagram got deactivated, and like shit just was not going my way, and I'm like, I was in a funk, dude, just a mental funk, and I almost like when I get in funks because it really makes me get like I get to a point where I'm pissed off at myself. Like I'm pissed off at myself, and I'm like dig myself out of it. But I left. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, out of this camper by myself in my own brain.
Yep.
And I went to Austin for a week and got and just did a bunch. And I ran like 10 miles one day, went on a 12-mile ruck with another guy, and just got around some hard, good push me people. And they got around my buddy Brandon where. We worked out and we talk about things, and I drive for Joe Rogan sometimes for the podcast. So like I'll pick up the guests. My buddy owns a company, the car service that picks up all of Joe's guests, which he asked me to invest with him when he started, but I was like, no, I got too much shit going on. And I'm really kicking myself in the ass for not doing that. So now I just drive for him because it's like, it's a great opportunity. Like I get to pick these people up. I have access to the same people Joe Rogan has on his guests for up to an hour, in the car. And then I sit outside the podcast studio for 3-4 hours and I'm on my computer working on my business. Like,
that's awesome.
It's awesome.
Dude,
it's like, it's great. It's great. So like, that's awesome. But like, I did that, and then I just was there for a week, and then like, boom, creative juices back. Like I'm like, okay, all right, everything's fine. Yep. I just needed to get out of my own little fucking, because sometimes you're in an echo chamber with yourself. Yeah. And you're just and if you lean onto the negative side of things, like your brain will attach itself to that shit, and it's good to journal through things like that too. But what I like about going through a low spot like that is each time that I've gone through a low spot in my life or a low spot mentally. Every time I've learned more about myself, and I've gotten a little better about learning tools on how to get the fuck out of that situation. Yeah. So it's just knowing. Yeah,
you can start seeing the signs like, all right, I'm starting to get this way. All right, I need to do this.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And even if it's like it's little shit like fucking even cleaning my room, like my camper, my camper sometimes like can get me out of a really bad headspace. Yeah. So, I hate that some people. Well, go ahead.
Oh, I'll say like my wife started just making the bed every morning.
It's a great habit. Great habit. Like, you got the first task of the day done.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you go to bed at night, that motherfucker's made. And I have fallen out of that since living in a camper because I can't reach both sides of the damn bed.
That one's the same way over there. Yeah, she just started doing it a few weeks ago, and like she told me the same thing. Like, it just feels so good to just accomplish this.
You just get out of bed and you got it done.
There was
a mental thing. Yeah, it snaps you out of it. Yep. Yeah.
What's his damn name? He was in the Navy, I believe.
Yeah. He has a whole speech about it.
Yeah,
make your bed.
That's what like one of his first things he says. Yeah. Fix your bed.
Make your bed.
Yes. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Because no matter what you do, starting your day, you got one thing done, and at the end of the day, you got a bed made. And it's really like, I know that sounds crazy, but like, when my mind is messy and I'm like stressed out and I have anxiety and I've got a lot of shit, like my brain is just doing this. Yeah. My immediate world around me is reflective of that. My place is dirty, like it's unorganized. I've got shit all spattered out, and it works backwards. So if I go and clean all that shit, my brain, it just calms down.
Defrags.
Exactly. And I'm like, shit. It's like you almost need confidence. You're like, okay, I can do something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
oh yeah, for sure. That's what it is.
Putting your mind to a task.
Being an adult is fucking hard.
I know. What were you thinking about growing up so quick?
It's so hard. Like you gotta realize that your parents are doing this shit for the first time too. I don't give a fuck who you are, how old you are. We are figuring this shit out, and it ain't easy for nobody, dude. No.
That's what I told my stepdaughter. She's like, I can't wait to be a grown up. I said, no, stay young.
I'm telling you, dude. When I grew up, and I talked about this a lot on other podcasts too, but I was just annoying with positivity. It's just flowing with it, like my cup runneth over to everybody around me. Like I'm so positive. I remember my mom, people would tell me, well, I'm just realistic or I'm a realist, and it would piss me off. I'm like, you're negative as fuck. And but the older you get, shit starts happening. Like my grandparents passed away in a horrible way, and then like my uncle committed suicide, and then bills, and then I had so much pressure to be successful that I was putting all this pressure on myself that I need to be doing more. And I was like, and then like being broke all the time, and I was like, it just stole my childhood or that childlike energy that I had away. And all of a sudden I'm afraid all the time. I'm afraid of fucking money all the time. And it wasn't until I shifted that mindset, which I still get into that mindset where I'm afraid of it all the time because I was broke for so long. But like, it wasn't until I shifted that and started praying about it and manifesting that it just did a 180, and then I won the show and like everything happened. But now since then, I still get to these points where I have been recently too, where I get so afraid of being broke again, and just being broke, and that I start attracting more of that bad energy, and I have to set aside 15-20 minutes a day to correct that by manifesting and get it in a completely different wavelength.
Oh, you did.
completely different wavelength and mind space. Because, dude, if you're afraid of money and you're afraid of something, or you're afraid of like your wife is gonna cheat on you, or that your wife hates you, it could be anything. You're gonna fucking attract that shit. I don't care what anybody says, dude. Like, and that's, I know that might be like, when I talk about that, especially like with my small town folks, like I feel like an outsider sometime when I talk about that stuff, because I don't know how people receive that.
Yeah, you don't hear too many people talk about that around here.
Right.
They're kind of like
You're right.
low key, keep to yourself.
And don't talk about your problems. But dude, that has caused so many, that has fucked up our parents' generations and bled over into our millennial generations. And it shouldn't be that way, man.
No.
We should talk about how we feel, and it's okay to fucking cry about shit sometimes. And like,
absolutely.
You can't hold that stuff in, because that's why people blow their heads off, dude. Like that's why the farmer goes out in the pasture and then they find him that he's dead because he killed himself, or like it just ain't a way of going about it. I think real men talk about shit, and I think real men cry about shit when they need to, and that's just how it is.
I agree.
That's just a spin on our mental health.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
On our mental,
and like
fortitude.
even y'all having the relationship that y'all do and doing this with other men, you have no idea how important that is, and how important it is for maybe other men listening to this that are like, hey, it's okay to talk about shit, and you need to talk about shit, because if not, you're gonna explode. It's just,
it's true, man.
It's bad, man. Like, life is fucking hard, man. It's fucking hard. Work is hard. It's hard working for other people. It's hard working for yourself. There's just a lot of shit that's going on, man.
You gotta blow off some steam, and if you got some good buddies next to you, man, it's perfect.
And you can have it with your partner. You can talk about it with your partner, but your partner isn't another man. You know what I mean? Like you have different feelings and different ideals, and sometimes you can't talk about it with your partner. You know what I mean? Like you need other men to support you around you. And I'm so passionate about also, like, I want other men in small towns to feel that safety and to feel that they can talk about shit with other men. And that they don't have to. I know we're drinking beer right now, but like, you don't have to accept that beer every time you go over to somebody's house 5 days a week. You ain't got to drink about all your problems all the time.
No.
You can exercise. You can find other men to express things with and go do hard shit with.
Yeah.
Doing hard shit with other guys or doing hard shit by yourself will fix a lot of the fucking problems. Discipline isn't the answer to everything, but it will solve a lot of your fucking problems. And if you can do it with a bunch of good men around you that have a bunch of the same values and want to do better, you're on a good fucking start.
Hell yeah.
But there's not a lot of chances to do that in these small towns like we have.
No.
And not only that, is if there is those chances, it's hard to get the men out of the woodwork that are afraid to get out there. Because, dude, multiple times I have posted on my Snapchat or Instagram, like, hey, we're going to do a ruck at this point in time. We're going to do a workout at this point in time at this location. And not a damn person shows up but my close friends.
Damn.
And I don't think it's that people don't want to fucking come. I think it's that they're afraid that they're going to fail or they're going to be too out of shape. And, like, I
got to start somewhere.
Just show up, dude.
Yeah.
We ain't going to leave you behind. You know what I mean? But, like... But small towns need that, dude.
Yeah.
Like the men need that. There's a lot of depressed guys that are holding shit in around here, man.
Yep. I agree. And then doing physical stuff like that, man, it alleviates all that depression, man. You feel a whole lot better when hell, even just going on a hike up the road or something.
20 minutes a day for a walk. I always tell people, don't overthink it. You don't have to go bust your ass. Like, go on a 20-minute walk in the morning or the evening time and don't put on any fucking music or anything and tell me you don't feel better after that. And do that for 2 weeks straight without taking a single break, and all of a sudden you have a routine. And you're like, I'm doing this every day. And don't miss more than 2 days in a row, and you won't break that routine. Like, I know that sounds that and I'm just talking about going for a walk for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it can change your life.
Yep.
And making your bed in the morning. Like
Yeah.
I have a whole thing typed out, and I'm gonna have ChatGPT help me. But it's like it's gonna be a how to get out of a funk for men. And I just literally put in the same routine that I do when I'm in a fucking funk that pulls me out of it every single time. And it's a bunch of small little tasks throughout the day.
Yep. And I think another big thing is, man, put aside 20, 30 minutes for yourself. Do a hobby that
day.
you love or something that you used to enjoy.
Yep.
And you got too busy with life, the kids, wife, yada, yada, this and that. Just do it. It'll make you so much happy.
If you can put your hands on something, if you can sit in quiet and meditate or pray, whatever you want to do, that is great. But something like working on an engine, doing a hobby, making a table, or shooting your bow, something that driving for me. Sometimes when I'm in a bad headspace, I'll go drive by myself and go down a back road.
Yeah.
But
I walk too. Yeah.
walking is great.
Yeah.
But like if you can do something physical while that is taking your, there's something about doing something physical, whatever it is, even if it's not too strenuous, that's just enough to keep your brain preoccupied to where you're not thinking about all your fucked up problems and the shit that's going on in your life, and to where like that helps so much in itself. And then if you can add some gratitude on top of that and be thankful for what you have,
Yep.
game changer, dude.
It does.
Game
I mean,
changer.
another example, 30 minutes. I just sat out there and threw horseshoes by myself, walked back and forth.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do, man.
And you're probably
as
thinking
simple as
about shit
that.
while you're doing
Yeah.
it, but like
It's
the
as simple as that.
disconnection of like the physical and having to concentrate, like I don't know what it is, but it helps so much.
Yep.
So much.
I know it was like Sunday. I went to the races, the Grand Prix or the Le Mans deal on Sunday, and it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting undercover, and I was like, "Screw this, dude! This is like a once in a lifetime deal for me."
Yeah.
I'm at a 6-hour endurance race. Never seen a rainy race like this. I'm walking. I walked 18 miles that day.
No, wait. What is this? What was this?
Lone Star Le Mans. It's the Le Mans race. A bunch of the hypercars, GT cars like your Porsches, Lamborghini.
You walked 18 miles, like just around the race, or what was it?
around the whole track. The whole track.
Jeez.
Where's the track at?
Austin off of what is it? What's that?
It wasn't-
130.
But it was. Oh, it was the
Circuits of America. Yes.
Circuit of
I just
America,
called them today. We're gonna film a documentary for my buddy Ross,
shit.
for his grandma. Yeah, his grandma's Gangster Granny. She's 99 years old.
Gangster Granny.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we're gonna. So I talked to his manager and the director today, and I'm helping them kind of like coordinate a lot of this stuff. We're gonna go out to Drive Tanks because I've been going out there and filming stuff for years. I'm close with one of the guys that runs Drive Tanks, and then I know the owner, Brent Oxley. We're gonna do so. Granny used to build bombs when she was a teenager in World War II. Warheads.
Whoa.
Yes. So we're gonna do a piece on that. We're gonna blow some stuff up, and we're gonna bring some other World War II veterans out to Drive Tanks to do some really cool stuff like that.
Dude, that's
And,
so
yeah,
freaking
and we're
awesome.
gonna maybe get back. We're gonna try to see if we can get Black Rifle involved with it, and then at the same time, Travis. So Granny doesn't know how to drive. She never learned how to drive.
Oh, wow.
And so we're getting Travis Pastrana to teach her how to drive because Travis and Ross are friends. So they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do something at the Indy track," and I was like, "Why don't we just do everything within a 4-day span? We'll do 2 days at Ox Ranch and we'll do 2 days at the Circuit of Americas." And
That's
they were
a
like,
beautiful track.
They were like, "Oh, that's a great idea." That was literally right before I came here, and I was like, "Cool, I'll call my people today." And like I called a buddy of mine that does all the flying for Circuit of Americas, like
Yeah.
he chases the cars and stuff with the helicopter.
Oh, sweet.
Like, can you put me in touch with somebody? So called them. They didn't answer. I'm hoping to get a call back tomorrow, but hopefully we'll be getting Travis and them there.
She can be learning how to drive a rally
Yeah,
car.
and then his other big thing is he wants her to get to smoke weed with Snoop Dogg and then to meet the Pope. So they're doing this whole documentary of like a retirement for Granny because she's gonna be 100 next year.
Wow.
But it's super super cool.
Dude,
We're
what a
excited.
life,
I
man.
know. I the first time I met them was at Ox Ranch. I brought them out there in 2020 maybe. And me and Ross have just stayed really good friends since then. But it was just me and Granny in the car, and I was driving her to one of the bunks or cabins or something like that. And I was like, what was it like getting famous at 86 years old? And she was like, well, it's just been a really good experience, and I've just met so many amazing people. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, it's just, and she's like, what you see online is not how Granny is obviously in person. Like, she's just Ross's grandma, and she's such a, like, she's 99 and like having a conversation like we're having right now. Really cool lady, man.
That's awesome,
dang.
dude.
Yeah.
That is
She was
awesome.
earlier that day. She was shooting a 50 cal off of a Sherman.
That's what, I seen that video. I was like, I think I told somebody, I said, dude, you got to watch this video. It's like a 90-year-old grandma shooting a 50 cal, man. I said, that's awesome.
Dude, they just got back from, like, they fly all over the world. They were just in Switzerland, and
Oh, wow.
she's just, I think doing it has probably kept her young. So
That's good.
Wow.
Man. Yeah, moving around like they,
Yeah,
it's got
so
to.
she still move around real good, walk around.
she climbed on top of that tank.
Okay.
Yeah, up and down the stairs, just doing whatever, man.
I want to have her on my side when shit hits the wall.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's crazy. She's been living in the same house in the same little subdivision for 67 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
I met some cool people. I got like, and I met them. I met Ross through a guy named Jay Prehistoric, and he has Jay Prehistoric Pets on TikTok, massive following. But I met him because of the Tiger King stuff that we filmed. So the boat rental company I had. I'm just gonna go to the beginning. I'm gonna try not to break this down as fast as possible, but. They have the festival in Gonzales, right?
Come and take it.
No. The where they
River Float Fest.
Float Fest.
Yes.
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 So the whole shit show with COVID and everything. There's a guy that runs Float Fest. They were moving it from from San Marcos to Gonzales. I was flying helicopters a bunch back then, and they were clearing the land on my buddy's property, my buddy's grandpa or dad's property, for Float Fest. He called me and was like, hey, they want to make like an aerial. This is before drones were like very prevalent. I mean, they were around quite a bit, but they couldn't get the shots that we needed with the helicopter.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, we need like to make a map of this place, basically. Can you come here with a helicopter? We have a videographer, and can we get a map of this place? I was like, yeah, cool. So I was coming back from somewhere, I think from the Free or some shit like that. And I landed over there. I picked up this videographer named Thomas. We filmed everything they wanted to for there. Made friends with the guy. Anyway, a few years later, we started this boat rental company together. He's a videographer, obviously. I'm with him one day. He gets a call from his buddy Lex, and he's like, hey, I've got this project. This is 5 months maybe after Tiger King came out. Like, I don't know if y'all watched Tiger King, but it was
I
it was
think I've seen it.
it was just
Some of it.
it was the number one watched documentary in the world at that time. I don't know if it still is, but it was the number one watched
Carol
documentary
Baskin
ever.
thing.
Carol Baskin. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm
I
Carol
have
Baskin.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic, Doc
Yeah.
Annell, Carol Baskin. Doc Annell had all the
Damn,
girlfriends
yeah.
of the wives with the silver hair. So that all came out, and then this is like 4 months later. His buddy Lex calls. He's like, "Hey, I have this super low budget project, but I need some really good guns on the ground, like guys that with cameras. Would you be interested? I could only pay you like $400." I'm like listening to the conversation because we're getting some parts at O'Reilly's for our boat or some shit like that. And he was like, "But we're gonna live with Doc Annell with a bunch of tigers and lions and elephants and monkeys for a month." And I was like, and I grew up catching exotics with my cousin. Like that's what we did. Like we had kangaroos in the house and shit growing up. And I was like, "That's fucking awesome. Tell him I'll help for free. Tell him if you ask him. I ask him if he needs help." And so he's like, "Hey, my business partner Drew said he'd come help for free. Do you need any other help?" And he's like, I could use a PA, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm down. So a PA is literally a personal assistant, and all I do is charge batteries and run like cards and shit like that. But I ended up doing so much more because I just go above and beyond when I'm doing shit. So we ended up living with Doc Annell from Tiger King for a month with his 3 girlfriends and it was crazy. This is right after Tiger King. There was 70 or 80 lions and tigers. There was a 900-pound liger there. We swam 4 days a week with his elephant bubbles in the canal. So like he'd walk her out of the preserve. He had like a 50-acre, $30 million preserve that he had. We'd walk out into the canal and swim. And I'll never forget, we were out there, like I was on the back of this elephant dicking around one day, and this boat comes by with a bunch of people, and somebody goes, "Is that a fucking elephant?" And just crazy. And they were gonna like, I can't remember, like Amazon or somebody offered to buy it, but Doc was like, "Nah, we're looking for more money." And I think it only ended up going on YouTube. But it was the coolest experience. Like, it was right up there with Outlast. Like, it was just. We lived in a garage. It was just 7 of us dudes. We had bunk beds. They turned this garage into a thing. And then where we were living was another house that had gotten flooded at some point in time that Doc bought. So when these houses would come up for cheap, Doc would buy them and then put his family members or people that worked in the preserve in them. Yeah. 'Cause he paid for everything. He only paid them $100 a week. Oh, wow. To work there. And he had these 3 girlfriends that they rotated. They spent different nights with him, but they all had their own houses in the neighborhood. Crazy. But the house that we were in is where the celebrities and stuff spent the night when they came to come take pictures or do whatever. So while we were there, we were this film crew, and then the celebrities would come in, and then we would go party with them at night. And that's how I met some of these people, and it just snowballed after that.
Wow.
It was.
Wow, dude.
It was, and it being so close to when that came out was just crazy. I felt like I was like just pinching myself every day that I was there. Like I'd wake up and there'd be a fucking chimpanzee in the fucking room, and we'd be at the editing table, and then Doc was like, "Don't look him in the eyes." I'm like, "Don't worry, I won't." They scared the shit out of me, dude. We strapped a camera to one, and he made coffee one morning. He had a GoPro on his chest, and the chimpanzee was fucking grinding coffee.
Dude, that would have been a badass commercial.
Oh, it was a Black Rifle.
Oh my
crazy, dude.
Like,
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Handing you a cup.
If you don't take it, it throws it at you.
They would shoot. They had a creator come out there, and they were shooting Nerf guns at each other and shit. It was crazy. We would film, and there was this orangutan, and Doc has, like, out of everybody that was on that show, and they told a lot of lies on that show, and that's kind of what we were doing, was trying to, like, show the, like, what actually was happening and what was going on. But there was this, so Doc has the 50 acres, and around the 50 acres, he has these tunnels that go into these bigger parts where the animals can travel around the entire preserve. Okay. Which is also scary as shit, because you'd be walking through there and then you'd feel something looking at you. You'd look and there'd be a fucking lion or a tiger looking at you. But he had some that were on the ground for the tigers and some in the trees for some of the monkeys. And he had an orangutan, and we'd be filming, and this one orangutan would carry around a plastic 50-gallon barrel with his long ass arms and a blanket over his head. And we'd be filming, and he'd set it on the ground, and then he'd kick back, cross his legs, and put the towel over his hands and just watch us film. And when we would move, he'd pick up his 50-gallon drum, he'd walk over to where we were, and he'd set it back up and just watch us. Wow. And sometimes he would do this right here. Oh, it's crazy, dude! It was so cool.
Crap!
I'd say, sorry, I'm talking so much. Y'all aren't getting talking at all.
Oh, no, dude.
Hey, this is what we're all about, man. Real stories, man.
God. You're telling me a lot of things I did not realize.
Dude, it was crazy. It was like I have all the BTS, which is behind the scenes, which I was filming most of it because they ended up handing me a camera at one point in time. And I have, like, I don't know, 20 hours of BTS on a hard drive at home. And I one day I'm gonna go through it, but I don't know. It was just
that's wild.
It was insane. Like that's like scratching the ice, like the tip of it, dude.
Oh my gosh. You got some stories, man.
Dude, yeah, you do.
Dude, and again, this goes back to me only doing shit that I enjoy doing. Like that, like I have been so fucking poor. So I mean, like, how the fuck am I gonna pay my bills this month, every month of my life since I was 18 years old? But I have got to do so much cool shit. I used to work for the cartel in Mexico when I was catching. Shit. Yes. Oh, shit. That was a whole fucking crazy. Like, I didn't know I was working for the cartel until I knew I was working for the cartel. Like, I was going to flight school, and the guy that owned the flight school was like, "Hey, you want to go catch deer with me in Mexico?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, that sounds badass." Oh, shit. So I'm like 21 years old, and he's like, "I need a gunner." I'm like, "Cool, all right," and I had been catching exotics like my entire life, like darting them, tying them, transporting them, whatever. But I'd never netted before. So we started going down there. We went down a day early, and he hands me this net gun, and like I had nobody to teach me, so I had to teach myself. And we netted for like 2 days, and I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I didn't know shit about it. So then we're shooting like a .308 blank out of a pistol with a net out of it. So like all of a sudden I have blisters on my knuckles of bloody and shit like that, and then the whole crew, I had to teach the whole crew how to catch deer. They didn't know how to do it, and none of them spoke English.
Oh,
that was a clusterfuck.
yeah.
And then, then after a while, there was like, by the way, we're working for the cartel. Like, these are the cartel's ranches that we're working for. I was like,
my God.
Sweet. Sweet. But we stayed at this one white guy's ranch, and he had a pet bobcat, and he had a pet javelina that lived inside the house. And you'd be walking by, and the bobcat just looked like a mount, and it would just, and I'll send you the video.
I've seen the video.
Yeah.
I think you posted.
And
I was like,
Mocha.
you said something like, oh, look at this bobcat, and it growls at you.
Yeah,
Mocha.
Yeah, Mocha. Yeah, so we fly in there the first day, and Derek's like, yeah, the last time I came here, there was 14 body bags on the tarmac when I got here.
Oh my God.
Fuck, dude.
Oh God.
So I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm this like white boy from Texas, and like we're in Mexico. We're staying at this ranch the first night we're there. We're with the ranch owner. He's like, yeah, I bought this other ranch down the road, but the cartel is occupying it right now. They won't leave. It's a whole fucked up deal. And I was like, damn. And so, like, we go to bed. I'm in my own room in this massive house, ass house. And I hear right outside my window. I'm like, all right.
This is it.
This is it. Here they are. I'm going to fucking die. They're going to call my family and ask them for money. And I'm freaking out. I run. I find this guy's gun case. I grab a gun out of it. I'm like, what the fuck is anybody up? Why isn't anybody awake right now? What's going on? And I'm freaking out, dude. I'm like 20, 21 years old, freaking out. And I finally, like, my short ass, like, I got on a box or some shit, and I found this tall window, and I look out this window, and it's a bunch of javelinas just beating the shit out of this feeder on the front of this truck. And I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, I broke my ankle over there catching deer. I jumped out of a helicopter catching deer for a big ranch over there.
Damn.
Ended up in a hospital in Mexico. They just had Derek had the ranch hand just drop me off in Pedras Negras, like downtown on a dirt road with this shitty hospital, speaking no English. And the ranch hand just completely left me. So I walk in and I'm like, yo necesito, my ankle's fucked up.
See this one? It doesn't look like that one.
One thing is not like the other. Oh, dude, it was crazy. The hallways were like this wide. They banged, like they were wheeling me through there. They banging my ankle on shit. They threw me up on the X-ray table. Didn't take no metal out of my pockets. Like just shooting X-rays.
Man.
But I got my X-ray. I got my copy of my X-ray on DVDs. I got my crutches, my boot, the appointment, everything for $96.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get that here.
Believe that. That's why so many people go to
Yeah.
like Progresso to get dental work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or
for sure.
Mexico. Like I was saying,
Yeah.
Mexico is.
Progresso, Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right on the Rio Grande down
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
Cheap shit.
Get all the good medical drugs.
place my wife likes to go drag me across now and again.
Dude, Mexico's fun.
Oh, it is.
Mexico's great. Mexico's great. Even if when you are working for they're cool. They're cool. They treat you great when you go over there.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. Like one of the head of the Zeta cartel, we used to catch for him, and he was in like a Pablo Escobar type of prison. So they would strap a bunch of GoPros on me and be like, he wants to see what y'all are doing over here. Like, he wants to watch what y'all are doing. So we would film everything and then send it back to him and wherever he was. And he would call the pilot and be like, good job. Y'all are doing a good job. His nephew was there. His nephew went to school in San Antonio, but was there hanging out with us. They had guards all around the gates. He's like, don't worry. I told the guys not to shoot the helicopter flying over the ranch down. I was like, what the fuck? And then that day or the day after, we're flying back to the white guys' ranch where we were staying.
Yeah.
And there's a convoy of Toyotas coming, and they've got machine guns and shit, and they're flashing their lights and they're waving their arms at the machine guns and shit. And I'm like, we're gonna fucking die. I was with this guy named Steve, and I was flying because I was a student pilot at the time, so I was flying. I'm freaking out. I'm like, we're gonna get shot. And so Steve was in the military. He's like, give me the controls. I'm like, all right, fucking, because it's 2 controls. So he takes them, and I'm expecting him to go up and fast, and he goes down and fast. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He was like, well, the closer we are to the horizon, basically, the faster we can get away. He's like, they can shoot at you longer when you're high. And I was like, all right, makes sense. But then we found out later that they were just excited to see us. Fucked
Man.
up. Fucking
In that situation, do you want somebody with that kind of experience that's been shot at like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. She's like, he used to get shot at on Iraq all the time, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Turn on some CCR.
We're in an R44, brother. This is not a black car. We are so fucked if we get shot.
Fucking
those
does
you
a
that-
barrel roll on that bitch.
No shit. Fucking flying a 44 rounds like flying like a paperweight or some shit. Like, so you get shot with that, you're fucked.
Oh man, God dang it!
Wow,
Man.
that's wild.
That is. We didn't even talk about your show, but that's fine, dude. I love
I'm
this.
so sorry, dude. I go
Dude,
so far in left
No,
field.
this is better, I think.
Dude, that's badass.
Hell yeah! I mean, everybody's probably, if people listen to podcasts, they probably have heard your story
Yes.
many times. They watch the show, they know it, and everything else.
I haven't talked about a lot of this stuff on any podcast.
Dude, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Dude,
Hey,
that's
I'm glad we're the first.
Awesome, dude. Like, yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
The only
You're
thing I
blowing
gotta
my
say,
mind.
the only thing I gotta say, and I said it the last podcast. You ever watch Vikings?
I've seen like 6 episodes of the first season. I want to watch it
Yeah.
really bad because
Okay.
I like shit like that a
Oh,
lot.
he might not even.
Well,
have seen
he might. I don't know.
No,
You might.
He's only seen
So-
the first season.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. So
Anyway.
Ragnar's son, Bjorn Ironside.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Drake. Dude, he looks exactly.
Oh, fair enough.
The grown version, yeah.
Yes.
Like I don't,
Yes.
I'm trying to remember season 1. I think he was still a little boy.
He was a kid in season
yes.
1,
Let me
right?
pull
But
it
you go
up
into
for
like
you.
season 2, yeah.
He's blonde headed, like with a goatee, little shit.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw Drake, I'm like, dude, that looks like freaking Bjorn.
Dude, Drake is huge. He's a big man, dude.
So he was from like Odessa,
Midland.
From Midland. Okay.
Yeah, Drake comes from like a biker family. Drake's the first outdoorsman in his family, but his dad was a Hell's Angel.
There we go.
Damn,
Yeah,
I could see
yes,
that.
absolutely. But he's much bigger than that.
Yeah.
He's just.
Yeah, when I saw y'all at that last, when y'all's last little run on the show, I was like, God damn, that dude is tall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a short fucker. I'm 5'6", but he's 6'7", so he's got a whole foot on top of me.
No,
He's-
I'm 6'2", so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's 5 inches taller than you, and
Holy
he was
shit.
285 pounds when we started the show, and I was 172.
Like-
He lost 50 pounds, and I lost 30 pounds, but I lost 22 pounds the first 11 days, which was all of my fat reserve. After that, it was my body was eating muscle.
Yeah.
Drake was fine. When he went off the show, they were like, dude, you are more healthy than some of the people that left week 1. He was good, but like I was in a bad spot physically and mentally. I was not
Yeah,
okay.
I told these guys, I told Willie, and I told the other guy we had, Derek. I told him, I said, if it wasn't for Drew and Drake, I probably would have never watched the show.
Right.
I mean, because y'all made it.
yeah.
It felt like, I feel like that could be us because the way y'all were interacting with each other, I said, dude, that's how we act down here in
See,
Texas,
like-
man.
Oh, yeah.
I watched season 2 because I'd heard that,
Right.
hey, there's a local boy from Hallettsville on that show. I was
Right.
like, yeah, I'll check it out. So I watched season 2, and I'm like, oh, there's a season 1.
Dude, season
I went
1's
back and-
crazy.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
back and watched it just because I'd watched y'all in season 2, and I'm like, oh, okay.
By the way, the guys that won season 1 are fucking awesome guys too. Like I
Yeah,
know
really.
Nick and Paul real well, and me and Seth stay in touch.
Or 3 of them?
3 of them.
It's
It was
3 of
Seth,
them.
Paul,
Yeah.
and Nick. But
Okay.
really cool guys. Like Nick came and stayed with me in Hallettsville the other day, coming
really?
through. Yeah, he's a teacher and a coach, a wrestling coach. So like during the summer, he just leaves Florida and goes to the Northwest and lives out of his truck in a camper the whole summer.
Wow.
Nice.
Has he got like a
Yep, he's got
overlanding rig?
He's
or-
got an overlanding rig, but he has like a pop up. Like a lot of times, he'll just put a cot on the ground and just sleep under the stars. type of
Sweet.
deal,
Dude,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm about to piss myself. Hold that thought
Dude,
real
go
quick.
for it. That double wide will be gone soon, so
Oh,
that'll
nice.
be fun. dealing
Next
with
time,
that.
South Texas. Wait, I gotta look up my buddy's company real quick so I can give him a shout out. He buys just about any mobile homes, and they remodel them. And then they
Yeah,
sell 'em.
like he was telling me out of Hallettsville. Like,
Oh, really?
I didn't know. I was like, oh man, we didn't look too hard. Like my wife kind of found that place up there, and they're called Mobile Bye Bye. They're out of Austin.
See, my buddy's is South Texas Homes. I think South Texas
Texas.
Mobile Homes, maybe, but that goes to show like he needs to get the word out there more.
Well, we'll give him the shot.
Yeah, give him a shout out.
Let me find his thing.
Speaking of which, Donnie and Linda, that I was talking about on the last
Yes.
episode, Roadhouse Rentals out in Terlingua are their Airbnbs. So
Okay.
if y'all are looking to go visit out there, definitely.
South Central TexasHomes.com is the name of his website, and they buy and sell mobile homes and manufactured homes too, and they do a really good job too.
Oh, cool.
I think they have financing and all that available. He's my best friend since growing up, and our dads were best friends. So that's another thing growing up in a small town, dude.
Yeah.
So awesome, dude. So awesome. His name's Justin Reeves. Really good guy.
Justin Reeves.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Heck yeah.
He had a really squeaky voice growing up, so we just called him Squeaky.
We got a few friends that got some nicknames too.
Squeak.
Yeah, remember the draw video you
Oh
taught me
yeah.
to do it?
Yeah.
Couldn't say squirt. It said
Yeah.
squid.
Squid. Yeah.
Squid?
So for his fantasy football league, he was in Greece and they needed a draft. And I told him, I said, just get a local from there to do it. I said, it'd be perfect. It's a different accent. He's going to mispronounce the names. I said, it's going to be funny. And sure enough, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
You gotta
Yeah.
do it.
Wait, so what ethnicity is the guy?
He's Greek.
Oh, he's
yeah.
Greek. Okay.
Yeah, he was actually
yeah.
the Airbnb we were staying at on Catalonia. He was our host. He also ran a boat rental company.
Oh, no shit.
Literally, his
That's
office
cool.
was next door to the door of our Airbnb. So we rented a
Double
boat
dipping.
too
Oh,
for a whole
sick.
day.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure he planned on that when he did the two things together too.
Yep.
So
Actually, they were telling us that not many people do that.
Really?
It was kind of odd that we were both the Airbnb rentals and rented a boat.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I rented the boat and I actually.
Oh, so they let y'all operate
Yeah, well,
operate
we
everything.
didn't- we didn't have
Yeah,
a-
I did not let people do that in Austin because I don't drive a boat. And then your shit's just
Yes, and
Crash
like
it.
one of the other boats, someone he don't know if it happened that day or the day before. Someone ran it up on rocks and
dude. It was
Punched a
rough in
hole in
Austin.
the
People were
bottom.
getting chopped up by propellers and drowning and
Oh,
every
dude.
year.
Damn.
I watched a drunk dude. And my buddy was driving the boat. I was behind him in a pontoon. I tell him, "Hey, sit the fuck down." Hit a wave, dude falls right over the front of the boat. He runs him over, and then dude pops out on the other side unscathed. The guy that driving killed the throttle immediately, but still, like, he just got lucky and missed the propeller, like.
dude.
Wow.
And then I looked at my buddy; he was white as a sheet, dude.
I bet.
Scary.
Yeah.
Shit can happen fast on a boat, especially when there's alcohol involved.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. No.
Yep. I agree.
We weren't drinking that day. That's for sure. See, what's cool about that is like they give you a map and there's a lot of beaches that can't be reached by a car.
Yeah, that's
It's-
fucking
it's-
badass.
Yeah, it's boat only, and like one of them you could hike to.
How awesome is traveling though, just to get a different perspective of how other cultures are and how culturally
Dude.
like isn't it amazing? Like it opens.
It's freaking incredible. It's one of my favorite things to do,
Dude,
Yeah.
I thoroughly it might sound terrible, but I back like kids that, especially like, unless you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or you want to go work in the plant, or you want to go get or you want to be a plumber or something like that, dude, take a year off.
Dude.
Go travel
Yeah.
by yourself or with one other person maybe, and go experience some shit. And you're gonna save yourself so much money by traveling, figuring out what the fuck you want to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like in real life, like especially growing up in like Hallettsville, Shiner, all these other small towns where it's closed-minded around here. Like you don't know what the fuck
Yep.
is out there.
You don't know who you are.
Even you don't know who you are,
Yep.
especially, and you learn a lot about yourself when you travel by yourself or with one other person. I know we have cell phones and social media now that makes things a little bit different, but
Right.
it still is different. Getting a passport, going to a different country,
Yep.
meeting people, and being like, "Oh, you're cool as fuck. You're from this part of the world. You're cool as fuck. You're from China. You're from
Yeah.
France. You're like, oh, there's really good people all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
And politics is bullshit, and people hating each other is bullshit. And like,
Yep.
you mean you're gonna start a war, and I gotta go fight this person I could be best friends with because I met him in Costa Rica when I was 20?
Yep.
Like it's fucked up, dude.
It
It's
is.
real. Like when you start traveling, your mind opens up. That's why I wanted to become a helicopter pilot. I went to college. I cried every week that I was there because I didn't know what I was doing, and I felt so much pressure to be a good student and to do this and to make my grandparents happy. And I hated it. I went from working on a ranch breaking colts all summer and rodeoing to working at Buckle in College Station selling folding fucking clothes. I went from breaking colts to folding fucking clothes, dude.
Oh man.
And I was just
What a
geeked out.
change.
I was geeked out on Adderall and trying to go to class for shit I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. I went to the oil field and I was like, well, I don't think I want to do this forever, but this is a really good option. You know what I mean? I was gauging wells. for a small company out of Hallettsville, TNT oil field, which my dad's buddy owned. It's a great gig. I worked like 4 or 5 hours a day, made 150, 75 bucks what it was, and I was done. And then I went, and then my buddy called me that my parents took me. It was my first time ever out of Texas. Well, I went when I was 6 to Florida, but besides that, which I don't even remember, my parents flew me to Costa Rica where my cousin Ryan lived in San Maria, Costa Rica. When I was 19 years old, I was a senior in high school for my senior trip. Ryan is 12 years older than me, so he introduced me to a guy that was like 2 years older than me there named Marco, who's a surf instructor. We hit it off. We stayed there for a week. And I was like, dude, you should come stay with me in Texas. I was like, we'll do some fun shit. I was like, I'm gonna bring you to Hallettsville. We're gonna do some fun shit. And we did eventually, and he was like, okay, well, you can come stay with me for a couple of months, and then we'll do stuff in Costa Rica. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Left, didn't hear from him hardly for 10 months. Calls me out of the blue one day after I had dropped out of college, went to the oil field. Calls me. I was like, hello? Yo, what's up, brother? And I was like, what's up, dude? He's like, I talked to my mother, and she says, you can come move in with us for 2 months, and we'll feed you, or you can stay with us. We'll feed you 3 meals a day. I'll teach you how to surf for free. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Called my boss. Hey, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. He was like, why? I was like, I'm moving to Costa Rica. So I went, and I was fucking miserable after like a month because I bought the plane ticket. I had $800 left. I was like, I'm going to get a job down here. I did not get a job down there. I spent $400 the first week I was there partying my dick off with my buddy. Like having a great time. I was single. I was 19, 20 years old. All these people from all these girls and stuff from different parts of the world spending money. Okay, I have $400 to last me 2 more months, basically. And then I started getting homesick. And I was like, I'd never experienced that before. And then I started getting the pressure. And this is where my money, whole shit, like freaking out about money started. It was like, I didn't speak Spanish. So I was like, if you're not bilingual there, you're fucked. You're not getting a job. Marco was like, yo, I found you a job working on a farm. It basically plowing with an ox, basically. And then I was like, well, how much are they paying? He was like $3 an hour. And I was like, fuck that. Because a beer was $4. I was like, I'm not working for a beer an hour, less than a beer an hour. Can't even drunk on that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to budget what I have. And then I was like, so after then I started to run out of money and I was like, this fucking sucks. Yeah. But there was a helicopter that landed on the soccer field every day, brought medicine, did whatever. I was like, that would be a really cool occupation when I got back. I ended up not staying for the full 2 months because I ran out of money. It was a bad situation. I had a flight booked home. I was having anxiety and shit. But my dad was like, I'll pay for you for a flight to come home. And I was like, thank God. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here. But that all saying and how stressed out I was towards the end. And like, it was such a growth opportunity for me. Yeah. And I think it was one of the best things that could have ever happened to me because it opened my small town country bumpkin mentality to like, there's so much more, and there's so many amazing, beautiful people. Yep. And there's so much more than Hallettsville, Texas, and South Texas. Yes. And I can do anything. Dude, that's like, it's so weird from a small kid, and like y'all have to have some of this too, because if even just doing what y'all are doing here, or you traveling, even growing up, you had to have these little ticks in your mind that was like, oh, I would love to go do this, to still pursue that as an adult, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong where like, but for me growing up, I was like, I know I want to do these big things. And I feel like every little kid wants to do those. Yep. But when you grow up in a suppressed area where people don't talk about shit or do anything, and like, this is the way things are, you get married earlier, you have the pressures of getting married early, or you have kids, and then you get out of shape, and then you get a job, and then you're paying your bills. And all of a sudden you let these things that ignited a fire in you as a young adult die out. Yep. Yep. And I think and it doesn't have to stay that way. Like that's why I tell people, I'm like, dude, you can still do these things. I don't care how old you are, what kind of kids you are, like you can make these things happen. And like that's what I want the small town, I want mentality to change where people like, dude, you can still chase your dreams. There's social media that can completely change your life. It's a fucking lottery. It's literally a fucking lottery that you have free tickets to. You can pull that fucking lever as many times as you want, and that's how much it's gonna hit eventually. Yep, exactly. And it can change your life. And I'm saying you don't have to do that. You can still do all these things and travel and do the things you wanted to do as a kid without that. But if you wanted to go that route, it can help. Yep. But I think a lot of people just get comfortable and they just die inside and let their shit die. It's sad.
And I think a lot of people too, and I know I do this every once in a while, you get to the age like me, I'm 36, you're like, man, I can't do that anymore. Gary Vee said it the best. Oh, you're 36, dude. You're still a fucking baby.
You're a baby,
and it is so
it's
true.
It's a fucking limiting mindset. Dude.
It is.
I'm already like I push myself to do like when people are like, oh yeah, we're 30 now. Like you're gonna start hurting, and I'm like, fuck you, fuck you. I'm not gonna start hurting. I'm gonna take care of myself. And like if I have to work a little bit harder to feel like I'm 20, fuck it. But I do.
Yeah.
I have to stretch a lot more now. I have to do more things. I have to run. I have to do whatever. But I think that I can still feel the same way when I'm 50 if I take care of myself. I'm like Ricky Bobby said, man. He's like, hey, with my income, which is not fucking shit right now, with my income and the technological advances, there's no reason I can't live to be 200 years old.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at what's her name, Gangster Granny, or
fucking Granny. You know what I mean? I mean, she's 90-something years old, shooting 50 cows. Like, it's a limiting of belief. I think that people go to die when they tell themselves, "Oh, I can't do this," or they have limit because I'm this amount of age. It's scientifically proven that you can reverse your age by taking care of yourself, your biological age. By not drinking too much beer. But it pisses me off like when say my dad, who's a severe alcoholic, and that's a whole other thing. I have a fucked up relationship with my dad, love him to death, but he blames a lot of stuff on this and that, and I'm like, dude, we have great genetics. Papa was 74 years old with a six-pack still. Don't give me this bullshit. Yeah, my grandpa could work circles around me, dude. If it wasn't for what happened with him, like, he'd still be rocking and rolling. But, like, my dad's just an alcoholic. And I'm like, dude, things could be so much better for you if you could quit drinking and exercise a little bit, mentally, physically, all of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Difficult shit. Alcoholism is a bad thing where we're from right here too. It's so easy to get bored, and it's so easy to numb the killing of what happened of our fun mindset, of our child mindset with alcohol, especially when you're going to everybody's house. They're like, "Hey, you want a beer?" Absolutely, which is fine. Like I'm having a great fucking time with y'all right now, drinking a few beers. Like I feel good. I'm having a good time. But like when it becomes 7 days a week and you're drinking 10 beers a day, and all of a sudden it's whiskey, and then you're hiding it from your wife, you're hiding it from your kids. You don't want to be around your kids. Like I grew up with thinking like, hey, my dad doesn't want to fucking even be around me.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous when my dad comes home because am I going to get my ass whipped because I'm ADD and I might have forgot. I was welding when I was fucking 10 years old, dude. Like towards him, did I forget to put the welding leads up today, or did I forget to put a tool? Am I going to get my ass beat when I get, not beat, but am I going to get my ass whipped when I get home for something I did? And it wasn't because of what was wrong. It was because my dad was irritable because he was an alcoholic, and it was just, dude, it can be so generational, and it doesn't have to be.
Yep.
No,
it doesn't have to be, man.
Man, think of the money side of that.
That's how I see it.
You're drinking 10, 12 beers a day, so you're buying a 12-pack a day, or you're going to a bar, one of our local small town bars.
Which Shiner has the best bars around here, by the way. I love Shiner bars.
But, and then that goes into that closed-mindedness, I believe, about traveling too, like
100%.
So
you could spend 1,000.
Your idea of every weekend's just hanging out at the same bar, same place, same people.
Yep.
Spending how much
same
money?
Stories.
How much money do you owe to that bar? Do you owe? I mean, that money could have been used to go to the Caribbean. Could have been used to go to Greece. Could have been used to go to Asia. Where you've been. Like,
right,
man,
and it's cheap.
There's so many places,
guys. It's
out there.
cheap. I'm not shitting you. You get a $1,000 plane ticket and you go to Thailand and Vietnam, and you're paying for. I paid the first meal that I had in Vietnam was myself, my girlfriend, and 2 elderly women that we met in the airport that day, and I paid $1.35 for all for a piece for all of our, and that was with a Coca-Cola. So I paid less than $6, I think. Somewhere around $6 and it might have been less. I feel like it was like $4. It might have been. I feel like it was like $4 or $5 for 4 of us to eat full meals and drink a Coca-Cola piece.
Wow.
In Vietnam.
Depending where you go, man. Yeah.
It's dirt cheap to go travel there. Like we were there.
I believe this.
I bought and we lived like we stayed in hostels and stuff like that. And I know I'm getting off track here, but for myself, my girlfriend ate a lot of shit when we've been, like I said, I've been very poor and we have not got to do a lot of stuff. Like we've got to do a lot of stuff together just because of the work that I've done, and I've got to bring her out to do things like at docks and stuff like that. But like my girlfriend has had to eat shit as far as like I've been broke. I don't take her on dates or anything like that. But when I do cool shit for work, she gets to come sometimes.
That's cool.
But it doesn't feel like, for her, it doesn't feel like I'm like doing anything for her, which I understand that. So like after I won the show, I was like, wherever you want to go, I'm going to pay for it. We'll go. Now, I didn't expect to pay for a 2-month, 58-day trip around the world. I thought we were going to like maybe a week here or there. But like I paid for me and her, our flights included, there and back. I think it cost me for 58 days of travel for 2 people with flights, which were over I think that was 5 flights in there. We flew all over the fucking place.
Wow.
I think total it was $7,000 a person.
Yeah.
Dude,
For 58 days for a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we roughed it sometimes. We stayed on the floors. We stayed in hostels. Like, but we made the most amazing.
That's where you get all the memories.
people.
Yeah.
Dude, we found a roll up camera in the Lost and Found at my buddy's hostel in Thailand, and we let it sit for a few days and like let everybody cycle out of there and like, okay, nobody's gonna pick it up. It had 1 picture taken on it, so we took it and we brought it from Japan to Thailand to Vietnam and took pictures with it, and it was like,
Yeah, I was like,
it was really cool, man.
I was about to ask you like where all y'all went. You said
Yeah,
we made all these stops,
we hit Thailand really hard. We did the Ha Giang Loop in Vietnam, which we got on motorcycles with 200 other people, and I paid for my girlfriend dude, that's what's crazy. I paid for my girlfriend to have a driver on a motorcycle. It included 4 nights of stay, all of our food, all of our alcohol.
Wow.
For 4 days, plus my motorcycle, plus my helmet, plus her helmet, gas, everything. How much do y'all think it costs per person? For a 4-day through the mountain guided motorcycle tour.
$100 maybe.
It was $225 a person.
No, I was gonna
But
say-
that
I
was
gonna
with
guess
stay,
200.
food, and alcohol. Plus
Dude,
the tour.
that ain't
220
bad.
with
That
rental
ain't shit,
with the listen, that is with the rental of the motorcycle that I drew, the rental of the motorcycle that she was on, plus the guy that drove her for 4 days.
Wow.
$225 a person.
Wow.
That would be $5,000 a person here.
Holy
Oh yeah.
shit,
We went I think we went 400 kilometers, like a long dude, and I was on a clapped out 150, like fucking clapped out. Dude, the clutch was not there. Like it was, I mean, we saw some of the most beautiful places in the world, and like we were going through mountain towns. There was people eating dogs and shit like that, and like the little kids were hilarious. So all the little kids were like, I'll send you pictures so you can drop it in here. My buddy took a picture of a little kid. She has cute little pink gloves on, and her mom is on the front of a scooter, and she's like this. And the little kid's on the back like this. And she has a cute little pink fucking glove on. She's flicking the camera off, and we're all riding by on motorcycles. It was. And then we'd be in these mountain towns, and they're still farming with oxes and plows and stuff like that.
Wow.
And these kids running like a mountainside, and there's like 100-foot drop off, and there's a concrete barrier this wide, and there's like 3- and 4-year-old little girls and boys just running on the side of it like it ain't shit.
Holy
dude.
shit.
It was crazy. They were like, they don't give a damn. And then everybody, like all the tourists were climbing this mountain, which was super dangerous, and there's like little kids from 5 to 11, 12 years old, taking tips to help people and showing them like, hey, make sure you step on this rock right here. This rock is safe. This rock is safe. Then you can put your hand here, put your hand here. Okay, give me a tip. That's how they're making the money.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you want to live, pay me.
Pay me. Pay me.
Damn,
Maybe if you
dude.
want to climb this mountain.
I'm telling you, go to Asia. Go to Asia, y'all's next trip. Dude,
Okay.
I the people go to Thailand. I like Thailand the most. Japan was really cool too, but Japan's expensive.
Yeah.
Accommodations are expensive.
Imagine.
Food is pretty cheap in Japan.
Huh.
Very cool experience.
That'd
But
be one.
Thailand, very nice people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and most people more people speak English in Thailand than they do in Japan for sure.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, but very nice people.
I say that's one place I've always wanted to go to is Japan. Just because of the car culture. I
Dude,
love
it
the
is.
cars over
Dude,
there.
I was
Tokyo
there.
Drift.
So the guy, that owned the flight school, dude, yeah. You see me, hear me go. We all grew up watching that shit.
Yeah.
But the guy that owned the flight school I went to, Derek Smith, called me while I was in Japan, and I was. He called me. What's cool about traveling is in the hostels is you meet a lot of friends and then you meet up with them in other parts of the world, which was one of my fucking favorite places. Things to do. Really cool. I mean,
That's real
cool. So we're in Japan, and the day before, my buddy Derek that owned the flight school I went to calls me, and he was like, "Hey man, what you doing?" He's like, "Hey man, what you doing?" And I was like, "I'm in Japan." He goes, "Hey man, there's a R44 that's going up for sale in Tokyo. Are you going to be in Tokyo?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be in Tokyo in a couple days." He goes, "Well, it's up for auction right now. It looks like a pretty good deal. I just want to make sure it's a real deal, and like I'm not going to get scammed and stuff like that." He wanted to buy it for the flight school. It needs to be redone. I'm like, "Yeah, cool. That sounds good." And he was like, "Can you go look at it for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I'm like going to trade him for some flight hours. I need to go get some training done and shit. So, I agreed to do it. And then we go to Tokyo. We go to like Shibuya Crossing and stuff like that. We meet up with my friend from Zurich, and her name is Marie. She's a journalist, and she's wild as fuck. One of my most favorite people I've ever met in my life. Shout out to Marie. Do what?
She on YouTube?
She's not. She's not on shit, really. She's on Instagram, but her mom was there, and they were visiting. These bitches drunk me under the table. Dude, they were from Switzerland, and when I say they drank me under the table, like we had some beers, and I was so drunk, and I had a suit made in Vietnam, and I was like, "Oh, fancy!" I was like, "This is badass." I'm getting drunk in Thailand. Well, the next morning, I had to go look at this helicopter. Dude, I like died. I was so hungover, and they bring us. We had to go to this place. They get us in an Uber. They drive us there. Everybody's very respectful and shit, and I'm just dying. They fucking bring us to this place, and they bring us to the third story of this building, and I'm like, what are we doing up here? They put the helicopter on an elevator. This is how Japan is light years ahead of us, dude. It's like their toilets impressed the fuck out of me. They put this helicopter on a lift and brought it to the third story of this building so I could look at this helicopter. So I did a full sweep of this helicopter. Then they put it back on the elevator, brought it down, brought it out, and started it for us so I could do all the checks on it, crawl all over it. He ended up buying the helicopter, and they shipped it here to the United States about 2 weeks ago.
Dude, that's wild.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
but
is nuts.
but what was the craziest thing about it is like here in Texas, dude, we dog the absolute shit out of the helicopters we fly here.
Yeah.
We're flying agriculture. We're catching deer, and them catching deer is extremely dangerous, extremely like just hard on helicopters. You're just working the shit out of them. And they just look like shit. Like the interiors are torn out of them. Like there's fucking dents in the side of them. They've been crashed a couple times.
Oh shit.
And there's this 12-year-old helicopter that I'm there, and it looks like the rules for flight safety there and for what you have to have done are insane. Like I called Derek and I was like, if you don't buy this, if you don't put a bid in for this helicopter, you're an idiot. Like this is insane. It looked like it came off the showroom floor still, and it was 12 years old and timed out, which means it had 2,400 hours or whatever it is on it.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. I would highly suggest putting Japan. It's a different vibe, but Japan and Thailand for sure. Northern Vietnam is really cool too.
Yeah.
And cheap.
Cool.
Huh.
$1,000 flight and bring another $1,000 and you're good for a bit over
Good
there.
to know.
I'll have to think about that.
You have your passport? Do you have your passport?
I used to have a passport. I got to get it
You
renewed.
can. Oh, somebody stole my last one, so it was a pain in the ass to get a new one. But if you still have your old one,
Yeah.
dude, you can still. I think you can
yeah.
still do it all online. It's
Oh, okay.
easy, super easy.
Easy, yeah. You do everything, dude, and you
Yeah.
ship it in. They send the old one back, and then you usually get the new one a little later, and there'll be like a hole punched through your old one.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I-
the last time I used it was for Costa Rica when I had to go to work.
Oh, you've been to Costa Rica?
Yeah, I had to go to work on some yachts over there. I used to
where
work
my
on
wife wants to
sport
go
fisherman
next.
yachts.
Nice.
Yep.
I was the fish. I've never
Yeah.
been fishing in Costa Rica. I
Yeah.
heard the fishing is
Dude, it's
insane.
fucking wild.
So
out
do you
there.
love Costa Rica too, or not really?
Yes, I love
Okay,
Costa
the
Rica out
people,
there.
man, the people are so nice.
Yeah, they were really nice.
So you've been to
Clucker
Costa
up
Rica too.
there. I have not. That's where my wife wants to go, possibly for her birthday coming up.
Go to Guanacaste area. Go to the northern Pacific side. I mean, the volcanoes down south and stuff will be
You know,
really cool.
I think that's kind of where she was looking.
Yeah,
that
like
northern
Tamarindo,
Pacific
like
side.
it's more
Okay.
touristy, but there's some small, really cool towns around there,
Huh.
and just the people are just like chef kiss.
I can't remember the damn name where we went. It was down south. It was more on the Pacific side.
San Jose area down there.
I believe so. It was on the coast. Los Sueños.
See, I haven't
San
been
Buenos.
down there
Yes.
at all. I've only been northern Pacific side.
It was nuts.
I was
down
pretty
there.
much landlocked because I was broke. I couldn't go anywhere. I was like, let's surf and party and hang out with chicks.
And what was cool,
Great.
the guy I was working with, Matt, we were driving from one town to the other, and he took me. He's like, "Man, we ain't gonna have time to kind of show you around because we were just busy. We're working on boats." He said, "Well, on the way there, I'll take you up to a mountain." And so we went to the top of this mountain, and it was supposed to actually be a restaurant. And the actual bottom of the restaurant is still there, and you look down, and you can see one of the beaches, and the beach is completely black from the sand. I've never seen a black
black
beach.
sand.
So it was like it probably had volcanic
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
shit. Yeah, it's freaking cool.
Yeah. Probably the most beautiful scene I've ever seen, besides Wyoming.
I haven't been up to Wyoming or Montana yet. I got to get up there soon.
dude.
I heard
You'll
I
love
go to
it.
Colorado all the time, and everybody's like, dude, if you go to Wyoming or Montana, you'll never go to Colorado ever again.
You'll love Montana.
I fell in love
been
with
to Montana.
Wyoming as soon as I
And
stepped
Wyoming.
off. Yeah, as soon as I stepped off that plane. I mean, you don't go into a tarmac. You literally walk off the plane onto the driveway or whatever, and behind you is the mountains, the Grand Tetons.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
it's
that's
so beautiful,
Y'all
man.
flying to Jackson Hole, I guess.
Yes, yeah,
Or-
Jackson Hole. Yep.
Damn.
We drove actually all the
Oh, from
way
Texas?
from here all the way to the
Holy
northwest
balls.
corner of Montana. Yeah,
that's a drive.
that in itself was an adventure.
My friend is doing the Pan American Highway right now.
Aren't y'all doing that next year?
The Pacific Coast.
Oh, okay.
We're
So
gonna,
they're gonna do the whole Pacific Coast.
we want to try and do that at some point next year. I know my wife's birthday's in February. She was really looking at like Costa Rica.
What do y'all pull your camper with your Duramax?
was that Duramax?
Nice, but you got a brand new motor and
Yeah, I do
transmission. Hell yeah, brother! I do now.
I do now. Yep.
My dream is to get. So I already had ChatGPT do a mock-up of it, but this is what I'm gonna do with the 7.3 that I have. Like I said, I have a 2016 F250 that I bought after the show, which, by the way, the CP4s are shit in those. Those are pumps. Mine, I put 5,000 miles on that truck after I paid 25. I was like, hell yeah! I got this money from the show. I'm gonna buy a used truck. I'm gonna be smart.
So it's like buying a boat.
Dude, I put 5,000 miles on that truck, and the CP4 exploded in there and contaminated my entire fuel system. So new injectors, new fuel rails, new gas tank, new fuel lines, new fuel pump.
I
$10,000.
believe it. Yeah.
So this $25,000 used truck turned into a $35,000, and I was looking at a 2022 or 24 maybe. I don't know what it was, but it was just a V8. Well, then the guy was like, I thought it had like a 4-inch or a 6-inch lift on it, and he wanted like $35,000. I was like, it was a sweet truck, like all the bells and whistles, out of Louisiana, and I saw it had an 8-inch lift. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look stupid getting out of here. I'm like 5'6". I'm gonna look like a hobbit getting out of here. Well, the truck that I bought, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's a beautiful truck. It's just whatever. It has a 6-inch lift on it. I'm like, okay, that's kind of high, but that's what my 7.3 has on it. It'll be fine. Well, I didn't put two and two together that the new trucks are so much higher already
Oh yeah.
than the old truck. So I went to, I told her, I was like, yeah, I'll give you 25,000 cash for this truck or whatever. So I pull up, and I can't even see the dude on the other side of the truck across the hood because I'm so short, and the dude, like, the truck is so tall, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I was leaving for Florida 2 days later, though, and I needed something to pull the camper trailer to go adjust. So I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna look short as fuck anyway, getting in and out of here. Oh
man.
God, yeah. But it's besides the $10,000. The mechanic told me it was a great truck.
Damn.
But it's sometimes it. I mean, like, it wasn't the guy's fault that sold it to me either. Like, they just
It just
when they go
happens.
out, they go out. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a common
just-
issue amongst all those diesel engines like that.
Exactly.
It's
And
just one of those things.
the guys that put it in there, I was like, should I put a CP3 in it? And they were like, nah, go with this. We're gonna warranty it for 2 years and run really good fuel additive in there. It might go out another 200,000 miles. And I'm like, well, hopefully I won't have it then. So
Yeah, I can go a whole deal with that.
yeah, you're a diesel mechanic. You know.
It's all due to the diesel that we have now today.
Exactly. It's the shit diesel that we have here.
Exactly.
Last-
See, they don't have those issues on the other side of the pond. None of those issues like what we got here.
Right.
Yep. So
They also don't have F-250s over there, I don't think either. But
Yeah, I don't.
they run
think
a
I
lot of
saw-
diesel equipment though.
I definitely
Diesel,
didn't see a single wheel. There was not a single
Volkswagens.
truck like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that a truck like that, a full size truck like we're used
yeah.
to,
It wouldn't fit
that
down
didn't
there.
exist in Greece.
Yeah.
no, no. If you drove that like in Thailand or something like that, you'd be like breaking necks and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, like them little bitty roads over there. Like,
Yep.
oh god. It was just amazing just to drive. Like what I was driving wasn't much more than a smart car, dude.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
tiny. Like we didn't. I don't know if we got in very many cars. Like if we were in the car, we were in the bed of a truck at night with some crazy bastard driving in Thailand. Like most of the time, we were on dirt bikes and scooters most of the time. And
Wow.
the hardest part for me, don't sleep on driving on the wrong side of the road because that shit's confusing as dude. I mean, like my mom came backpacking. That's the coolest part. My mom came with us for the first 16 days we were out there.
Really?
Wow,
And
that's
my
cool.
mom, like I grew up, we had dirt bikes and shit growing up. So my mom drove those and stuff like that. My mom was driving scooters, like mobbing around in Thailand with us, going to see elephants and all kinds of shit like that on these scooters. And like, she'd be behind us and like, it's confusing. So like, all of a sudden she's in the wrong lane and shit like that. And I'm like, oh fuck. But
So like you had to drive opposite side.
opposite side, yeah,
Thailand,
and it's
okay.
like
I've
after a
done-
while you
I've
get
done
used
that
to it.
before,
After
yeah.
after a while you get used to it, but the first it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Shit's dangerous.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Damn.
When we went on our honeymoon, I had to do that.
It's confusing, right?
Yeah,
The-
yeah, we
the
were
right
we
on
went to-
right on red.
You ever heard of Mauritius?
No,
That's the island we went to for our honeymoon.
Mauritius.
It's in the Indian Ocean, other side of Madagascar.
Oh, that bet it was beautiful, huh?
Yeah, it was
It's
awesome.
on his YouTube page, Texas and
It
Beyond.
is. Texas and Beyond's my YouTube page.
That's a great name.
That's what I told him. Like, I said,
I
dude,
was
this is
stunned
like
when I
perfect.
searched it and like no one else had it. I was like, oh,
After my Instagram got deactivated, I was looking for a new name and I put it on there, Haas Outdoors, and it was like,
Good.
I was like, that's badass.
It's meant to
I like
be.
that one. I like that one better than my last one.
but yeah, that literally we flew for 30 hours. Took us to get there,
Holy
just flights.
That's how long our flight was.
Yeah, it was Austin,
shit.
New York to Kenya to Nairobi, and then Nairobi to Mauritius.
Dude, I barely made it to Hawaii when I
yeah,
did that flight. I barely made it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in a small plane, and being tall, my knees were up to my chest. Like, I gotta get out. I gotta get
Yeah, I
out.
don't have those issues. Yeah. I guess
thumbs up to my new
subscribe, yes.
subscriber right here. Thank you.
Our longest stretch to Tokyo, I think, 'cause we had our layover in Tokyo or Korea, something like that, was 16 hours. Korea,
Yeah,
I don't know. And then
I've been on a 15
Bangkok
hour.
was crazy.
Oh, I've heard
we ended,
stories
we,
about
we,
that.
we like, we're booking, like my mom's all wanting to be bougie and seeing these nice places. I'm like, we're gonna be gone for 2 months. Like we're staying in shitholes. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit where I sleep. So we booked a place in Bangkok, and we had no idea. We're like, why are all these old white men with these young ass girls walking out of these alleys and shit like that? Well, then my buddy Puck comes. My buddy, this crazy story about my buddy Puck. Like, long story. Man, it's a long story. But I bounced. I went after the oil field. I moved to Austin. Okay, let's back up a little bit. So I broke my ankle. Remember I told you that? So
Yeah.
I was in the oil field. I went to Mexico. I broke my ankle. Lost my oil field job because I couldn't climb tanks anymore. The guy that I was flying for, Derek, was like, I couldn't fly anymore. I couldn't train anymore either. He was like, my friend owns this firefighting company. You could make a shit ton of money this summer if you go do it, and I think your ankle will be good by then. So my ankle healed up. A week later, I went to flight to go learn how to mix fire retardant and to load these airplanes and stuff like that in Louisiana. They shipped me out in May. Spent the next 3 months fighting fires. I was making $11,000 a month. I was pissing my pants. That was crazy money for me at the time. I moved to Austin. And then once I was in Austin, I started school again. I was like, I need to make money now. So I was driving boats during the weekend with boat rentals. And then as soon as I got off the lake, I would head to Rainy Street in Austin, and I would bounce at the bar. So I'm 5'6", and I was a bouncer. And I was getting in fights all the time in downtown Austin. And then I was going to flight school Monday through Friday. And while I was bouncing, these crazy bastards came through one night, and they were all from Australia.
Oh,
And they were all from the northern bumfuck middle of nowhere, Australia. They were 500 kilometers from the nearest city, basically. And they were pearl farmers and just farmers, and like just northern Australia somewhere. And they were just like, if you took people from Hallettsville or South Texas in this area and you put them there, they're those people, but time on steroids. And they I mean, they hunted pigs with dogs. Like, it was the same. It was just like hanging out with my buddies from down here.
Yeah.
Wow.
But crazy. This is a little provocative, but he was a pearl farmer, right? So he's missing a tooth. He's showing me all these pictures. He's like, yeah, bro, we got a van in California, and we're driving all the way across to the east side of the United States. And I was like, badass. And he lost his tooth. So everywhere they went, he would find people that lost their front tooth and take a picture with them and be like, we have the same dentist. But he whips out this, and you can cut this out if you need to, but he whips out this bag of pearls while we're at the bar, and I'm just meeting this guy, and he's like, you see this bag of pearls? I'm going to find a stripper, and I'm going to put them up her ass. And I was like, all right. So his name is Jared, and he's like, I'm going to go stay with him at some point in time in Australia, but we stayed friends after a while, and one day he messaged me, he was like, bro, the puck is coming to the United States. It's coming to Texas. You got to link up. He's a mad cunt. Y'all will have so much fun. I was like, all right, cool. So I messaged this guy, Puck, and he's wild. And he's in Austin, and he's talking to this girl, and he's a Kiwi from New Zealand, and they are crazy as shit, dude. And his whole thing, he was massively, insanely famous there. People were painting his name across their chest and streaking at rugby games and shit, like crazy. Jeez, he made all of his money doing like OnlyFans stuff before OnlyFans was a thing, and he got kicked out of this girl's house while he was in Austin. She kicked him out. She was staying with him because they were on a boat rental, and he got butt ass naked on the boat in Austin on the lake, and he was like, I don't know why everybody was such a big deal. We do this all the time back home. By the way, can I stay at your house? And I was like, sure, dude. I picked him up on the corner somewhere. He stayed with me for a week. We ended up being good friends. He's the one that bought the place in Thailand that I stayed with.
Nice.
But I don't know where the fuck the story was going. But he's the crazy bastard that, God, why was I going with this? I'm so sorry. But the guy introduced me to him, and that's why I wanted to go to Thailand. And it was just, but now he used all the money that he made doing all this crazy shit all over the world and opened this beautiful hostel and resort in Thailand. And got he's 34, got a 22-year-old Thai girl pregnant, and now they have a farm. He bought their family land like I did, and he has raising a family. He's he's a dad now, and completely changed his ways, and doing really good. But
That's
as
awesome,
crazy
dude.
as he is, and all this stuff, this is why I think it's just so important to not judge people by what their past actions and stuff are. I was crazy as shit too. I was wild fucker there for a while. 16 to 24 was crazy, but he was super he's such a good human being. He cares about his friends. He cares about his family. He'll do anything to just meeting people and connecting those dots and then staying in touch. I don't know. Life's weird, man.
It is, man. I enjoy that a lot.
of
Hearing different people's stories. It's like when I went to the races, you had people all over the world at that, because you got people from Australia, you got people from Italy, England, Germany, everywhere. And when it was raining, when it got real bad, everybody kind of moved into the bar area.
Forced to talk to each other.
Yeah. And so I was sitting at the table, and I was talking to some dude from England. I said, that's what I asked him. I said, who are you going for? And he told me the team. I said, where are you from? I can tell by your accent. Oh, from England, this and that. And I'm like, oh, cool. What do y'all do over there? And they give all the story and all that. And it just, that's what I enjoy. I enjoy hearing stories like that, talking to different people, man.
Now, imagine you're having a fight. You're literally in a war somewhere, and then you end up having a conversation with hey, you're pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. I mean, they got a movie like that. What's that damn movie where the Germans and the Americans?
Oh yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, I grew up in Philadelphia, but my parents are from Germany, and I came over here to fight for the It was Saving Private Ryan, I think. I could be wrong.
No, it wasn't. It was on Christmas Day they stopped.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Christmas Day armistice. You talking about World War One? Was this a World War One movie?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was World War One.
Man, what is that?
Yeah.
It's gonna bug me. I'll figure it out later.
Because they had
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They had the trenches and they had a ceasefire, and it was on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, and then they refused to fight each other after that, I think, right? Or no?
No,
I think they went to war. Yeah, they went to
shit.
fighting.
Yeah.
But was it with the horse? No,
No.
I don't know, but I've seen the movie you're talking about. But it's and a lot of times we're fighting for political bullshit that we don't have nothing to do with.
I agree.
Almost always.
Yeah.
Almost always.
Oh man.
Bad time to be in the United States right now. A lot of fucked up shit going on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I agree.
There's a whole nother lane we could dive into.
Yeah.
That'd take about another 2 hours.
Yeah, not to get on that. Let's not even get into that negative shit.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, shit. This is probably one of the longest podcasts.
Yeah,
we've had.
sorry guys for talking so much. We ain't even talked about the show yet.
What did we get to?
We're at 2 hours right now.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think Dad's just might have
Your
been the
dad
only
was about
one.
almost 3. His dad came on the show, and he's from Missouri, from the Ozarks.
Oh no shit.
yeah.
Wild stories, man.
That's cool as
And
shit.
His nickname is Wild Bill. That's what we call him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That is fucking cool, man.
We're about to
you know what's good about this is the long ones. You have a lot of stuff to clip with as well for
Yeah.
social media and stuff like that. So
Yeah, he's supposed to come on again, and we're gonna try to do it before Halloween, because he has a bunch of paranormal stories that he wants to tell.
A lot of ghost stories.
Yeah, after that one episode we did with him, after everything was done, he kept on talking, and he was talking about the ghost stories and all the weird, like the paranormal stuff. I'm like,
Talk for at least another hour.
yeah, I was like, Bill, you gotta stop. We gotta save this for the next pod.
yeah, I'm a full believer. I've had some super weird shit. We can talk about this another time too. I'm happy to come on, but I've had some.
Yeah.
I've had for like 2 or 3 months, not 2 or 3 months, maybe a full year. I had something that was just like attached to me, and I was having weird shit happen, like where I hands down, no way to describing it. Like, okay, that shit's real. Like, like even when for years, even telling the stories, I would literally just start crying. Like, not crying, but my eyes would start watering while telling it. And it was just weird, dude. Yeah, heavy shit. It's probably because we were being shitheads and running around in the graveyards at night.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I've done that before, and there's a few times we had accidents.
Oh,
Yeah, weird shit happened.
Actually, it was with Derek. We're riding backroads, drinking beer out in Terryville, and
over there.
we went to one of the graveyards, and me and another guy, I can't think of his name right now, but we were walking around looking at the graves, and one of them was like from 16 something. It's like, oh shit, that's bad. And we didn't destroy anything. We weren't doing that.
Right.
Well, we get back in the vehicle, or in the buggy, we're drinking, and they start doing burnouts. And Derek's like, hell yeah, I want to do mine. And he's got his cooler in the back, and it's a mule. Well, one of the tires catch, and the whole damn mule goes like this.
Boom.
Falls over. Derek rolls on top of me. He's yelling. He rolls out. He's yelling, hey, hurry up, get up, get the mule over so I don't flood. I said, I fucking can't. The damn mule's on my ankle.
Oh,
And that's when I told him, I said, that's what I get for walking around in the graveyard like that.
yeah.
I remember a couple graveyards we used to stop at riding backroads back in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially going towards Gonzales.
Oh, Dilworth.
Guntown. We used to just unload all of our foilers and back road between Shawner and Hallettsville all the time. Hit those
Oh,
little
yeah.
spots back there. Man, like I said, it was fun growing up down here. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have shit to do, but you found fun shit to do.
Yeah.
all the time. Dude, we used to find a big ass thick piece of plywood, and we would just drill a couple holes in it and tie knots in there like it was a damn wakeboard.
Yeah.
And just drag the piss out of it behind a foiler. And we called it dirt boarding. And we'd come back, and then we would just all you see is teeth.
Yeah.
Blowing dirty boogers out for a week. Dude.
Man.
And then if you did it just right and you slung it right against the tank right there, we call it tanks down here. I don't know if y'all call it that, but we call it tanks growing
call
up.
them
A
tanks,
pond.
yeah.
You just sling it just right across the
tank.
tank, and that's how much will just. And then if you're a real asshole, you drag them across a big old ant pile, and they're just tore up with ants.
Holding on to one and trying to get the ants off of you.
I remember playing tackle football on a muddy day out
Oh,
in people's
yeah.
pastures.
Oh yeah,
Tackle
just for
someone,
shits and
look it up,
giggles.
freaking ants crawling.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Playing frisbee with the old dried up cow patties.
Oh yeah, cow shit.
Just
Hell.
throwing them at each other, lighting them on fire.
Dude, my mom used to get so mad at me growing up. Every time she'd wash our clothes, it'd be 22 bullets, rocks, and grasshoppers in my fucking pockets because I was hunting with 22s. I loved rocks. I'm kind of retarded, and I would always have grasshoppers in my pockets because I was using those fuckers for bait, and I'd forget them in.
Oh, hell. Y'all's washing machine went through hell then.
Oh, dude, that was all the time. All the time.
Damn, man, oh man.
Yeah. I remember. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying swimming in tanks, all that
Yeah.
fun stuff. Yeah, we're just talking about tanks.
Yeah. Well, y'all want to wrap it up?
Sure.
I know we can keep on talking.
No, we can talk all day long. If y'all want to fire, if you have any other questions about the show or anything like that, feel free to ask. We can bang them out real quick, or we can hop it on another time and talk about it.
It don't matter. Shit, we got a lot.
Dude, yeah,
We got some pretty good stories in, man. I like it.
Yeah, we got you gave us a lot, man.
Oh, good. I had a great time talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like I had a great time.
Thank you
I
so
did
much
too.
for coming on.
Yeah, anytime. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'll happy to hop on anytime.
dude. Yes,
Sweet,
You're
man, yeah.
more than welcome again.
Hell
We'll
yeah, for
definitely
sure.
be on again.
Shit, yeah.
Good.
Well, Willie, you want to go ahead and end it with some jokes? You got any jokes lined up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit.
Hell yeah.
we
I've always got a few.
Yeah.
I mean,
So.
I've always got a. Let me just get to that list. I wasn't quite ready for that.
While he's looking it up, you got any good some wise words for the young people? We got some young listeners.
Yeah,
that listen
man,
to-
I think it's so sad because I talked about a lot of this stuff on the show, and the way they portrayed us is just to look like dumb rednecks from Texas, which I really hate that because like we got really deep there. They interviewed us every freaking day and got deep, talked about family stuff, but no matter how they looked at it on the show and stuff like that, I think what I talked about a lot out there is if you grew up in a small town and you think this is all that there is, and that this is like, guys, there's so much more in life, and there's and come back, raise your kids here, leave, come, do whatever, stay, whatever you do, just don't let your inner child die, and feed that, because that is what keeps your soul alive. That's what keeps you alive. Stay close with God, because keep him first in everything, because he will lead you and get you through the worst shit. Because if you're young and you are listening to this, you're inevitably going to go through some fucked up shit, and shit's going to happen. You just got to have faith in God, and you have to realize that things are going to get better, and that no one's coming to save you. You have to get out of those holes yourself. Surround yourself with good people, because that's going to help, but nobody's coming to save you. And there's things that you can do to get into these holes, get out of these holes, and just keep an open mind, keep a kind heart, be passionate, love people around you, and don't be afraid to chase your dreams. Guys, I am a small town, like all these stories and shit that you heard, like I am a small town kid just like y'all.
Yeah.
I grew up in a small town. I just had big dreams, and I always just pressed and tried to do things that I really loved doing. Don't feel trapped. Money can come and money can go at any time. Just go and do shit that you like, and don't be afraid to start over, because shit can happen any other way. Like, I know that's all over the place, but don't be afraid to chase your dreams. Don't let your inner child die. And if you are an older listener here and you're from a small town and you still have these dreams and you let some of these things die, don't be afraid to reignite those motherfuckers, and don't be afraid to get around some guys that'll push you. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings. Don't be afraid to cry about shit every now and then. Life is fucking hard. But like, even if we started out in Hallettsville or we're in this area right here, like, I'm happy to like get together with some guys and have them out and exercise and talk about shit. If y'all want to start with that, like, y'all just let me know, message me, my Instagram. Like, I message everybody back. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help out with anybody. But yeah, don't be afraid to chase your dreams. Don't let those die, and talk about your problems around the people around you. And yeah, and if you're really in a really dark place, people want you here. You're loved. So always remember that too. That's it from me.
Please call somebody.
Call
Yeah,
somebody.
reach
Call
out,
me.
man.
I don't give a
There-
shit,
someone,
dude.
yeah.
Like, see, like, I've dealt with a lot of, like, I was talking about my fucking grandparents. Grandparents exited on their own accord together, but that was because of a cancer diagnosis. But you're better off here.
Yes.
That is a temporary solution to a problem that never goes away for everybody that loves you.
Yep. I agree, man.
You know, whatever's going on inside, man, you're better off here.
Absolutely.
Good.
All right, let's fucking land it on a funny one.
Well, like you're saying all this, and like, then I come across a couple of quotes that kind of fit. Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
like these aren't funny; they're just quotes. Like, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
That's Henry Ford.
Yep.
And the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. That was Epictetus,
Sick.
Greek philosopher. Anyway, saw those and I was like, oh, I gotta
Love
say
that.
these now.
Yeah, if you got any more?
Quotes?
Yeah, I've got a good one. I've got a really good one that I has always stuck with me as far as quotes. Do not let somebody's opinion of you become your reality.
Yes.
Do not let someone's opinion of you become your reality.
That's a good one.
I was told I was bad at math in 3rd grade, and that stuck with me all the way through school. But shit like that, like, don't let somebody's opinion of you become your reality. Seriously.
I agree. And that's
Believe in yourself.
That's a big thing here in the small towns.
Yes.
Here's one, though, kind of in the same line. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs.
Same shit.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a big
That
one
was
right there.
Farrah Gray. Yeah.
Yep. Shit, yeah.
So you want a joke?
Let's hear it.
You got to. That's your
Got to.
that's your
Scroll,
bit.
you start. I'll start with the Chuck Norris one.
Oh, there we go.
got those.
Hell yeah.
You know, the Dead Sea was alive before Chuck Norris swam. The flu has to get Chuck Norris shots every year.
And COVID.
Oh man, let's see. I just saw a goofy one, like a dad joke. What did the nut say while chasing the other nut?
Ooh, what?
I'm a cashew.
I'm a cashew. Cash me outside. How about that?
And then usually I kind of throw in a dirty one.
Oh yeah, you
Hell
got.
yeah.
And, that's
Send us
usually
home, Willie.
That's usually the zinger. I don't know if this one will zing as much as some of my others, but maybe. What do you call? I don't think I said this one before. What do you call 50 lesbians and 50 government employees in one room?
Oh, what?
100 people that don't do dick.
Hey, Willie. If there was 1,000 dicks in a room, how many would you choke on? How many would you choke on?
Hopefully none.
I guess you're a professional.
That's a good one.
That was a good one, bro.
Oh man! All right,
I like that.
all right. I'm gonna end it on that note right there. All right, y'all. That's a wrap for this ride. We appreciate y'all rolling on another episode of Backroad Banter, where the talk's real and the stories as raw as the road. Don't forget to listen and subscribe and share us with your crew. We are out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube, and on Apple Podcasts. Hit up our Facebook page and catch us more behind the scenes on TikTok. Keep it real and keep it rolling.
Woo, nailed that.
Thank you all for riding with us.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate coming on the show, Drew, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, thank you guys. I had a blast.
Yes,
Hell
sir,
yeah,
brother.
man.